here today in Salt Lake City, with many stations jumping 20 to 30 cents a gallon.
Patrick, are you surprised that they jump so quickly? I mean, don't we have some supply on hand that would kind of balance things out just a little bit?
Well, not so much. I mean, the U.S. has been releasing our strategic reserve. In fact, it's fallen to its lowest level since 1983. So there's not really anything that can equalize the fact that the Strait of Hormuz is again closed. In addition, we're already seeing a bit of a lag. Gas stations, even Monday night, were paying a much higher price. They were paying a higher price yesterday. So we've already seen stations lag behind by about a day and a half in passing this increase along. So, but beyond that, with continued Ukrainian attacks on Russian oil refineries, we're getting kind of a double whammy. Not only the U.S. and Iran escalating the situation and the Strait shut down, but those Ukrainian attacks on Russian drones is becoming more problematic because we have a finite amount of global refining capacity. When some of that refining capacity gets pushed offline, it's extremely problematic, not so much for the price of oil, but more so that gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel are all vastly different and have their own levels of supply and demand.
Patrick, is there anything out there in even the distant future that could help bring us some relief?
Well, not so much. I mean, when it comes to Russia and the refineries being attacked by Ukraine, the problems there are those refineries may be down and offline for quite a few weeks or months as Russia has been heavily sanctioned and finds it difficult to get their units back online. Aside from that, the other big part of the equation, as I mentioned, the Strait of Hormuz, the U.S. and Iran, and only if we see de-escalations there will we see broad relief. Although I will say, if you fast forward a month or two, the end of summer generally will see falling demand. And once we make back the transition to cheaper winter gasoline, which happens exactly 2 months from today, that will just naturally help lower prices. But the biggest holdups remain the active geopolitical tensions, the U.S. and Iran and Ukraine and Russia.
Patrick, appreciate your help. Thank you.
Thank you.
Live on the KSL Newsline, that is Patrick DeHaan with Gas Buddy. Let's get you up to date on the drive, traffic and weather. It's brought to you by UCCU. Learn how to save more this summer at uccu.com. Cormac?
Both of the directions of West Davis Corridor and Kaysville now moving fine. No delays and both lanes open. But there is still some scorched ground there, so do be careful as you get through. Northbound I-15 is a little slow from the I-80-201 interchange up to 13 South in Salt Lake. And if you drive on the south belt of I-215, there's some trouble getting off eastbound I-215 south belt at State Street. There's a crash there. Looks like they're blocking the right lane in that intersection as you get off. Need fast, reliable local delivery? Let Pigeon Ship handle it. Same day and next day service trusted by Utah businesses for over 10 years. Stop the stress, avoid the trip. Pigeon Ship. Visit pigeonship.com today. Cormac Bone in the KSL Traffic Center.
The KSL 7-day forecast starts off with mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies and highs in the mid-90s Wednesday. We'll be in the upper 90s on Thursday, and we're seeing a slightly better chance for an isolated thunderstorm to roll over the southern half of the Wasatch Front. 97 will increase that chance across the entire area, and we'll be in the mid-90s from Friday through Sunday and continuing to track some storm chances through the weekend. From the KSL Weather Center, I'm Devin Mishuli.
And right now, 90 degrees in downtown Salt Lake City. 7-day forecast is brought to you by Performance Automotive Bountiful. Quick check of the markets at this hour. Both the Dow and the NASDAQ up by triple digits. A complete update of your money news is coming up next.
I'm back to doing what I love and more, thanks to the Good Feet store.
Does it feel like someone's stabbing a knife into your heel? Or does your lower back give you problems as the day goes on? The Good Feet store wants to help you like we helped Ann.
Every time I stood up, pain just shot up my legs. Fortunately, I found the Good Feet store. I went to them after my doctor diagnosed me with plantar fasciitis. And now, thanks to the Good Feet store, I'm 100%.
Wouldn't it be nice to get back to doing what you love, like Patrick did?
I was in constant pain. Somehow my fiance and I found our way into the Good Feet store. Put my foot on the arch support system. I put them in my shoes, my back, my knees, my ankles. Thank you. Thank you, everybody at the Good Feet store. You gave me my active life back.
Learn more or schedule an appointment at goodfeet.com and come in and get your free personalized fitting at the Good Feet store. We have locations in Farmington, Riverton, and Sandy.
Thanks to the Good Feet store.
It all started with a commitment to comfort. Gillette Heating and Air is proud to be Utah County's go-to team for expert HVAC and plumbing solutions. Need a repair, upgrade, or seasonal tune-up? Don't let cost hold you back. With 0% financing available, it's easy to get the work done now and pay later. Plus, save $100 on any repair over $500 and keep your system running strong with a professional tune-up before the heat hits. Visit GilletteHVAC.com or call 385-GET-COOL to book today. Homegrown service pros, financing made simple, comfort made easy.
Carrier, turn to the experts. A Carrier factory authorized dealer.
Right now, JCW's has 15 bus and billboards depicting our delicious, mouthwatering hamburgers across I-15. We've also just learned that I-15 averages 15 fender benders a day. Probably a coincidence, but just in case, keep your eyes on the road. Here's what our burgers sound like. Now, with your hands at 10 and 2, safely turn into one of our 5 locations in American Fork, Lehigh, Provo, South Jordan, and Harriman. JCW's. Quality and a lot of it.
What if your weekends weren't dictated by your house? No mowing, no raking, no fixing that thing again. At Ovation Homes, it's not about having a home that owns you, it's about owning your lifestyle. Imagine no yard work, more time to do what you want, when you want, and how you want. With modern conveniences your way. Visit Davis County's best. Ovation Homes, Seboia Farms, and West Layton off Gentile. Homes are selling fast. Tour Ovation Seboia Farms' beautiful design and amenities customized just for you. Less maintenance, more living, more freedom, and all with you and your next phase in mind. At Ovation, it's not just a word, it's an expression you'll feel toward your home, because your home should fit your life, not the other way around. For questions or to learn more, visit OvationHomesUtah.com. Plus, get Northern Wasatch Parade of Homes tickets. That's OvationHomesUtah.com.
Ovation Homes, downsize without compromise with a home that truly fits your lifestyle. Ovation Homes. KSL News Time 12:54. The U.S. Mint has started producing a new $1 coin featuring President Donald Trump to help celebrate America's 250th birthday. Treasury Department says a commemorative coin will be released in the fall. Federal law prohibits depicting a living president on U.S. currency, though the Treasury Secretary has the authority to change that in some instances. Watching Utah's money, data centers in the East are expected to add billions of dollars in power costs. The New York Times reports the $6.3 billion will hit 13 different states. Country's largest electrical grid operator, PJM, says the demand for electricity is expected to grow faster than the supply can. Frontier Airlines is going online. The budget airline is debuting in-flight Wi-Fi next year. CNBC reports it's in partnership with SpaceX's Starlink satellite, and we're not sure if it will be free or not. McDonald's is getting saucy, launching Caesar salad dressing-inspired sauce. It comes out July 21st and will be part of a limited-time menu. Customers will be able to get it with the McCrispy strips, a Caesar snack wrap, and a bacon cheddar McCrispy sandwich. And taking a look at your money at this moment, the Dow is up by 104 points, about 0.25%, sitting at 52,613. S&P up by 17 points. The Nasdaq up by 95. A Utah astronomer has logged their 10th supernova, helping others make future discoveries on our universe. A complete update of your drive coming up next.
Let's face it, it's time to give your finances a serious glow up. Hi, I'm Susan Spears, a certified public accountant and host of the all-new podcast, Talk to Your CPA. Think of this as your ultimate money guide, packed with actionable tips for every stage of life, starting a family, college, a business, retirement. We'll cover it all and call on a deep bench of money experts to share their best strategies. And when I switch into CPA mode, we'll cut through the jargon to uncover hidden tax breaks or financial nuggets that might work for you, like special deductions for tax earners, tax wins at age 65, and benefits when you buy a new car, or just how to stretch your dollar. The first episode drops soon, so subscribe to Talk to Your CPA on your favorite podcast platform today. Because true financial freedom isn't about ditching your daily latte. It's about uncovering hidden hacks to launch a financial glow-up that keeps on glowing.
Talk to Your CPA is proudly powered by the Utah Association of CPAs.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-330-8323 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-330-8323. That's 800-330-8323. What do you have to lose? Call 800-330-8323. Again, 800-330-8323.
KSL Broadcast Group contests are open to participants 18 years of age and older that are residents of Utah, unless otherwise specified. Employees or agents of the station, Bonneville International Corporation, other area radio stations, or any entity associated with the contest may not enter. Persons who have won in the last 30, 60, or 90 days from a station contest or event may not be eligible. Full general contest rules are available at kslnewsradio.com/contests.
Traffic and weather together. It's brought to you by UCCU. Auto loan rates as low as 4.74% APR. What's going on, Cormac?
Well, Maria, the trouble we had on the West Davis corridor is completely cleared out. Both directions moving just fine through Kaysville, all lanes open. But we now have some slow spots in Salt Lake. Northbound I-15, a little bit delayed as you approach 13th South coming up from the I-8201 interchange. And we have a crash on northbound State Street just before you get onto eastbound I-215 South Belt. And they are blocking that right lane there, so it's a little bit troublesome trying to get onto the South Belt there on northbound State Street. Attention property managers, customers, judge your property in the time it takes to park. Don't fail that test. Call GoPave Utah, seal coating, crack sealing, striping, patching across the Wasatch Front. Visit GoPaveUtah.com. Cormac Bone in the KSL Traffic Center.
High temperatures staying in the 90s for the next 7 days. We also have a 30 to 50% chance of showers over that time period. Right now in downtown Salt Lake City, 90 degrees with the high. We're headed for 95 today. Stay with us. KSL Brightside is up next.
KSL FM Midvale.
KSL Salt Lake City.
From the KSL Common Spirit Health Studios, this is KSL News Radio.
Utah's news, traffic, and weather station.
KSL FM.
It's 1 o'clock at KSL News Radio. I'm Adam Small to look at our top stories this hour. Zip ties and a dog collar are among the evidence seized by police in Orem after they say a homeless man was abusing a woman and holding her against her will. KSL News Radio's Heather Peterson has details.
A woman who was initially found unresponsive and unclothed last week near Mount Timpanogos Park in Orem told police the man she had been dating for about a year had strangled her. She said 50-year-old Eddie Buckley also cut her with a razor blade 29 times. On top of that, she says he held her against her will, doing things like taking her shoes so she couldn't escape over the rocky terrain and tying her down using that dog collar and zip ties.
Buckley was arrested and booked into the Utah County Jail on suspicion of kidnapping and 30 counts of aggravated assault. And a West Valley City man will spend 15 years to life in prison after he admitted to killing his girlfriend and leaving her body by a dumpster. Frederick Edwards pleaded guilty to the murder with a mental condition. His attorney argued he was showing symptoms of schizophrenia during the crime. Our top national story this hour from ABC News. Iranian officials are now pushing back, saying U.S. leaders need to stop the bombing and remove their blockade on the Strait of Hormuz.
In response to this blockade, the IRGC has threatened to stop all energy exports from the Middle East. They said that the export of oil and gas from the region will either be for everyone or for no one. Now, as for the Strait of Hormuz, we know that both the U.S. and Iran are struggling to control the strait, but the Iranian regime is adamant that they are the guardians of the strait and even go on to say that it will remain closed until the U.S. stops its bombing campaign.
That's ABC's Lama Hassan reporting. Your money at this moment. Markets all in the green this hour. The Dow's up 80. The S&P is currently up 12. And the NASDAQ is up 78. Coming up, finally escaped the triple digits, but we got some monsoonal rain in the forecast. We'll take a look at that next. KSL News Time 102.
The sources where we get our news matters.
When you listen to Utah's Morning News, we want you to feel the stories are important to you and trustworthy. This is Amanda Dixon.
And I'm Andy Farnsworth. Join us weekday mornings on KSL News Radio.
Well, it's official. My friends have all switched to Pure Talk because I told them they could save a bunch of money on a super reliable high-speed network with unlimited data. And because they're my friends, they trust me. As for the rest of you, well, Pure Talk understands that even though you might like me, you're not just going to take my word for it, nor should you. For that reason, and for a very limited time, Pure Talk is offering any of their plans for just $15 a month for the first 3 months, including their top-tier unlimited plan that normally sells for $65 a month. Think of it like a test drive, a super simple way to save $150 while you kick the tires on Pure Talk's blazing fast network, and a fine way to see for yourself why I switched from big wireless, along with a few 100,000 of my closest friends. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and be connected to Pure Talk's friendly U.S. customer service team. Again, dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and let the savings begin.
Hey there, it's Julie from Logan. Head up north where the air is clear for a refreshingly unexpected getaway. Start your day by singing Yodelay-hoo at the top of your lungs on a canyon trail with views that go on for miles. Here's a secret. The National Forest is only 10 minutes from your hotel. What? I know. Next, rent horses or a side-by-side at Beaver Creek Lodge up Logan Canyon to spy colorful wildflowers and birds and stunningly beautiful scenery. After your day of adventure, wander downtown to check out our local shops selling everything from antiques to giant jigsaw puzzles to vintage clothing and goat's milk soap. Watch them hand-dip chocolates at Bluebird Candy, eat sourdough pizza, or drop into the family-friendly Prodigy Brew Pub where their deep-fried pickle spears are divine. I didn't even mention live theater performance like the Lyrics Laugh Out Loud Forever Plaid, or free concerts every weekday at noon in the Tabernacle, or community festivals, or... See what I'm saying? We are refreshingly Logan. Visit explorelogan.com, explorelogan.com.
I'm Utah tax attorney Jordan Wilcox. Don't face the IRS alone.
I was self-employed, and I got behind on my taxes. And then 1 year became 2 years and 3 years, and $116,535.47 to be exact. It just became overwhelming. Finally, I went to another tax company, and they were more interested in how good they were than helping me. I heard about Jordan and talking to the other people who'd done and been in the same situations that I was in, and their tax problems seemed just like mine. And so I went to Jordan, and it was amazing. They were able to negotiate it down to $5,200, and life became wonderful to me.
Don't face the IRS alone. You need a tax attorney that's not afraid to fight for you. Visit endtaxworry.com to schedule your free consultation. That's endtaxworry.com.
I will be forever grateful.
Traffic and weather together is brought to you by UCCU. You deserve to love where you bank. Here's McKenna Rodriguez.
Crash on northbound State Street at I-215 southbound has moved. The right lane as you transition to eastbound I-215 is still blocked there. Northbound I-15 has some slowdowns between 2100 South and 13th South. While you're planning your day, plan for comfort too with the Good Feet store. Find the location nearest you at goodfeet.com. I'm McKenna Rodriguez in the KSL Traffic Center.
Look for a high of 95 today in Salt Lake with a chance of seeing thunderstorms this afternoon. Still another chance of rain tomorrow as well with a high of 98, and then a greater chance of rain and thunderstorms as we work our way into Friday and the weekend with highs staying in the upper 90s. Right now it is 90 degrees and partly cloudy skies in downtown Salt Lake City. I'm Adam Small from the KSL Common Spirit Health Studios. Listen online at kslnewsradio.com. We are Utah's news, traffic, and weather station.
KSL Brightside with Ethan Miller.
Doug Wright is probably rolling over in his grave hearing us back on the air.
And Alex Curie.
Well, first of all, Doug's not dead, but yeah, he probably would not have read.
This is KSL Brightside on KSL News Radio.
All right, welcome to KSL Brightside. Ooh, adjust myself in my chair here.
You're going to fall off?
Yeah, I almost did. I'm Ethan Millard.
Got Val Cameron here with me. She's filling in for Alex again today. Second day in a row, Val.
Love it.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Oh, yeah. I've had fun, too. You did a great job yesterday. I'm looking forward to a fun day today. And we're going to kick that off with our 3 things.
Your top trending stories happening right now. KSL Brightside's The 3 Things.
Okay, so first up, seemed like a big deal. The United States House of Representatives has passed a bill making daylight saving time permanent and ending our longstanding practice of changing our clocks twice a year. This bill goes to the Senate, and if it's enacted and then signed by the president, clocks would no longer return to standard time in November, so we would not do the fall back in November. Those individual states could opt out of the year-round daylight savings. Supporters say that it disrupts sleep. Swapping the clocks like that disrupts sleep, increases workplace injuries, which I was interested in that. And then critics say, though, it means the sun rises an hour later on winter mornings, which means for much of the winter, the sun won't rise till like 9 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, wow. I didn't even think about that part.
So what do you think? Do you like this change?
I do. I just think we should be the same all year round. Although once you do that and you get daylight savings in the spring and you're like, oh, I get an extra hour, then it does kind of feel
that is pretty dang
but
nice.
But it's really not an extra hour.
It's not, but it does illustrate, though, how your mind can control
like
so
winning.
much. Yeah, the perception is so much of our reality. So among the people who are trying to put the brakes on this are airlines. So an organization that represents airlines says that they at least want a significant buffer period. They said that this is going to wreak havoc with crew and aircraft positioning because flight operations depend on tightly scheduled hub rotations, and a sudden shift to year-round daylight saving time could misalign crew duty time limits and require a lot of adjustments. Domestic and international connectivity could be affected. The way the schedules interact with the rest of the world, especially countries that do not observe daylight savings, will be interruption. They just are saying, hey, this change might be a really big deal for airlines, and so can we have a little time to absorb it? So
I didn't even think that would make such a big deal with airlines and flight patterns and. Yeah,
that's what they're saying.
You never know when it doesn't bother you, right?
I know, but see, that's the classic problem though in a society is you look at a problem, you say, "Well, it's not my problem."
Yeah,
but
I mean, do you agree with it? How do you feel about it?
I'm indifferent to it. I never minded the fall back, spring forward thing. It never bothered me at all.
I definitely don't like the 9 a.m. thing.
I did like the point at which we would have. In the wintertime, the change that we would make that would bring the sunlight a little earlier. I did like that. I don't like the darkness so late in the morning. That bums me out.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, I agree on that part. I don't want to, the sun approaching up 9 a.m. when I'm already at work.
Yeah.
I'd like it to be up earlier.
But, as far as things go, I'm sure that I'll adjust to this as easily as I adjusted to the changes that we did before. So, yeah. All right, this next one, the second thing, is out of Hurricane down in Washington County. Gavin Hernandez, 11 years old, is in the news this week because he'll be representing Team USA at the BMX Racing World Championships in Brisbane, Australia, this weekend, July 17th through 19th. He's probably there right now. If he's not, he's probably on an airplane on his way there.
He's trying to acclimate to the time change.
Oh my goodness, could you imagine that? But for kids though, stuff like that,
yeah,
they bounce back easy. It's his parents that are going to be falling asleep in the stands.
Exactly.
He'll be down ripping around the track like. And
they're trying to stay awake.
Anyway, this will be his second time representing Team USA in the BMX Racing Championships. He made the team last year and traveled to Copenhagen, Denmark to compete. This year, he says he's a lot more prepared, and he's looking forward to traveling around and riding on some different tracks in some different countries. And just what a cool experience.
Congratulations. That is so cool.
Yeah, man, representing Team USA, 11 years old.
I love it. Yeah. Do you know that today is one of my favorite days of all year, of like year-round favorite days?
Wednesday? You just love Wednesday?
No, today is National Hot Dog Day.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not kidding, and I'm not kidding that it's one of my favorite days.
Well, can I share with you a strange coincidence?
Okay, yeah.
That's also our third thing, is that it's National Hot Dog Day.
No way.
And specifically, you can find this story at KSL.com. This is really fun. This is down in Cedar City. The Southern Utah Museum of Art hosts a hot dog festival.
Why did I not know about this, and why am I not there?
Every year at this time. It started in 2021. And the reason why is because they have a special piece of art down in the museum, and it's called Hot Dog Bridge. Hot Dog Bridge by Russell T. Gordon, who's a painter and educator who started as a fine arts teacher at the University of Utah in the late 1960s and has had a great career in art. His painting features a hot dog as a bridge between two red rock cliffs in front of a cloudy blue sky, and it's arched by a rainbow. And so this is one of their more famous works of art in this museum in Cedar City in the Southern Utah, let me get the name right, Southern Utah Museum of Art. And so they've been hosting hot dog festivals.
And people come and they dress up in their own little hot dog costumes. They bring their families. How many hot dogs do you think you could eat in one sitting, or would you want to eat?
I like hot dogs. So it really depends. It depends on the size of the hot dog. It also, but you know what depends on the edibility of a hot dog as much as anything else depends on the bun.
Exactly.
So if you get a really good bun that's nice and soft, it's not dry and not too big, I could eat a couple of hot dogs without trying.
When I go to the Delta Center for any kind of sports game, they have their like $3 hot dogs.
Mm-hmm.
I can eat at least 3 of those.
So here's the trick, okay? And this works with any kind of bun. It needs to go in the microwave for like 10, 15 seconds.
Oh.
And then it comes out warm but also squishy. Squishy and soft. And so what I'll do is, I love hot dogs in general. People who listen to this show know that. And so I'll go to Maverick. Maverick's got great hot dogs. And I'll get the hot dog, throw it in the bun, and then I'll stick it in. They always have the microwaves there. I'll stick it in the microwave for like 10, 15 seconds. And that bun gets nice and soft.
You just changed my life.
A bit of relish, bit of mustard.
I love the relish, but I'm a ketchup person.
And then I'm out the door.
Oh, my gosh.
They've got ketchup, too. They've got ketchup there if you want ketchup.
Well, I went to Chicago, and you know what you don't say? That you're going to put ketchup on a hot dog.
Well, Chicago's got their own thing, but I generally don't eat mustard. I'm sorry, I generally don't eat ketchup on a hot dog just because I'm not 8 years old.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for that.
But, you do your thing, Val.
You did change my life, though. When I go home and eat my hot dog tonight, which now I need to stop and get hot dogs and buns, I'm going to stick that bun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to microwave it, and then I'm going to text you and say, thanks for changing my life forever.
Yeah, well, you're welcome for that. Just like 10 seconds, and it gets it nice and soft. And then, boy, that hot dog is a whole different experience, because one of the things that can ruin a good hot dog is a bun that was left out. And this is a problem with a lot of picnics and things like that. They'll put the buns out, and then by the time you get to it,
or the buns are too much bread. People are trying to be fancy and they get those big buns.
Big buns, small hot dog.
Yeah.
There are a lot of problems with
it.
But,
I don't love it.
I mean, Costco does big buns for their hot dogs, but the hot dogs are enormous.
Yeah, they're
so it works.
good.
So there's a proportionality question.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, hopefully we've covered this well enough.
You got the science now of a good hot dog. Thank you.
Right? All right. You know what? We're committed to bringing you the most important news and information on KSL News Radio. Now, we got to grab a break. When we come back, the European Union wants to ban social media for everyone under the age of 13 years old. Do you think that's smart? Honestly, I think they should go even older, and so should we. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Maria Chaleos, and I'd like to tell you about my podcast, the KSL News Daily. Every weekday morning, we'll deliver one story explored in depth, plus the 3 things you need to know before your day begins.
But this is new. This is where we human beings are able to trick AI.
This is news with context from the journalists you trust.
Agencies were less than willing to speak with us about this.
Find and follow the KSL News Daily at kslpodcast.com or wherever you listen.
Kitchen and bath transformations start with AMC Building Materials. AMC Building Materials is a large kitchen cabinet and countertop supplier serving both wholesale and retail customers. AMC offers factory direct pricing on all interior remodeling materials, giving you exceptional value without sacrificing quality. Most standard items are available for quick payment and pickup right away. AMC Building Materials provides professional service, free design, and free on-site measurements, along with expert installation by top AMC professionals. From bold kitchen designs to beautiful functional bathrooms, AMC delivers outstanding value with styles you'll love. And best of all, most projects can be completed within just 10 days. Come experience beauty you can see, quality you can feel, and service you can trust. Get directions to the new AMC Building Materials showroom at 3678 South 700 West today and schedule your free estimate. Visit amckitchenslc.org. That's amckitchenslc.org.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
The sounds of summer. They're great until they're not. Luckily, AutoZone has free battery testing and charging.
Let me check that for you.
To help make a rough moment smooth. Don't miss the Celebrate Free event at AutoZone. Free products with select deals until July 27th. And free services every day. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
You're in charge of ordering boxes. Small boxes, big boxes, really big boxes. You're in charge of tape, labels, mailers, bubble wrap, extra bubble wrap. Just for fun. You're in charge of warehouse cleaning and safety supplies. Good thing there's Uline. Thousands of quality products for your business and warehouse needs, always in stock, ready to ship same day, and backed by Uline's legendary 24/7 customer service. Uline makes it easy because you already do enough. Uline, we warehouse for you.
Hi, this is Doug Wright. I'm here with Monty from Connecticut Quality Water Systems of Salt Lake, an authorized independent Connecticut dealer. And I was thinking the other day, Monty, that every water softener I've ever seen has a giant tank that holds bags and bags of water softener salt. Well, except one, the one I have in my home. And I picture this, my Connecticut has the little salt tank about the size of a paper shredder or a small trash can.
Well, Doug, that's because the Connecticut water softeners use so much less salt, an average of 70% less than other water softeners. So you don't need a tank that holds 6 or 8 bags of salt.
I love the fact that it's so easy to fill because I don't have to lift those bags up so high, and it seems like those bags of salt, well, they're getting heavier every year.
Yes, it does. When you're using 1 bag of salt for every 3 a regular water softener uses, there's no need for a large salt tank.
Tired of lifting those heavy salt bags to fill your giant water softener salt tank? Go to softwaterutah.com. That's softwaterutah.com.
On Thursday, August 13th, the Orrin G. Hatch Foundation will honor United States Senator John Barrasso with the Titan of Public Service Award at the Grand America Hotel in Salt Lake City. Enjoy an unforgettable evening celebrating distinguished public service, featuring an exclusive conversation with Senator Barrasso and a special performance by renowned pianist Steven Nelson. Seats are limited, so reserve your tickets today at OrrinHatchFoundation.org. That's ORRIN HatchFoundation.org.
Any Hour Services can make sure your AC keeps you cool this summer. Whether you need a tune-up, repair, or just a second opinion about replacing it, call Any Hour Services or visit anyhourservices.com.
KSL Brightside with Ethan and Alex. The news just keeps getting weirder on KSL News Radio.
All right, welcome back. This is KSL Brightside. I'm Ethan Millard. I've got Val Cameron here with me. And Val, sure do appreciate you doing this.
I'm so happy to be here.
I just noticed something. The camera is actually on your former position here. You've moved to another position.
I have moved, yeah.
How do we change the camera? Oh, okay. She's got it. She's working on it. It's just I just looked up and noticed that it looks like I'm talking to an empty chair.
It's because I'm so sneaky. I'm a ninja. You can't
here we go. You got it. She got it. She got it done. Now you can see, if you're on the live stream, you can see Val right here. It's the same Val that you can hear every Friday morning on the movie show with Andy Farnsworth. So
we love talking about movies. Come visit us.
I know it, but we're going to talk about something different though right now. We're going to talk about social media. The European Union is moving to restrict social media access for children under 13. Some countries in Europe have gone even further than that. France is implementing a no one under 15. Greece and Spain are enforcing restrictions for under 15 and under 16. So Greece under 15, Spain under 16. And the European Union generally, though, wants that baseline to be, it looks like they want that baseline to be 13 years old.
And you don't think that that's high enough?
I think that's too young.
Yeah.
I honestly, part of this is me just being a grumpy middle-aged guy with a teenage daughter.
Yeah.
I think, and I'm not trying to be controversial here. I think 18 is fine.
You think 18?
I think social media is fine for adults.
Okay.
I do not think kids should be anywhere near it.
So we just take it away? That would be the hardest, I think, because everybody has had social media. Kids have been used to this. And now, and this is what I love, you're going to tell them to go outside and play, which is what I want them to do.
Val, I take stuff away from my kids all the time. I'm not afraid of this.
Mine's 23, so I don't have to worry about it.
You're out of the window.
But I think when she was growing up, social media was way different than it is now. It has taken a turn, and not only is it bad for kids, but the parents of these kids that are on social media and doing really well are making it now their kids' job to be on social media because they're making a ton of money.
Yeah.
So that's very controversial to me, is like, okay, you figured out your kid has something and people like it, and now they're taking advantage and exploiting their kids.
Well, like so often, they're making money for the parents, but the kids end up with very little to nothing. That's super, super common.
Yeah, and their parents aren't their parents anymore.
That's right. Yeah, no, they're managers. They're entertainment managers. I think so. Among the things that we've seen in Europe is, and this is another element of this restriction that European Union is looking to consider, and that is ban under the age of 13, and then from 13 to 18, social media only with certain safety features, including a disabled infinite scroll.
I like that idea.
So between 13 and 18, no infinite scroll. And I think the infinite scroll should be disabled generally for all people. I think that for the most part, social media is a mistake. I think that we should, right now, social media is for everyone, right? Make social media part of your life, right? We should all have social media. Whoa, you're not on social media. Why aren't you on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
It's assumed that everyone's going to want to do this. I think we need to look at it differently. I think that we need to look at it like a hobby. Like some people might be into podcasting. Oh, I love podcasting. I'm into podcasting. I got the equipment. I do a podcast. It's my hobby. It's what I do in my free time.
Yeah.
The rest of us are like, oh, yeah, cool. That's what you do. But I'm not going to.
What I do, yeah.
That's how we need to look at social media, because I don't think that it is super, I don't think it is as valuable to society as we pretend it is. And I think it's more harmful to us personally and in our families and in society than the value of the companies that create it. I don't think Facebook is valuable enough for the problems that we have with things like infinite scroll. And I think that I got off social media completely.
You're not on it at all.
I'm not on it at all.
Well, congratulations. Like that's huge, because people can get addicted. And I actually have a handful of acquaintances and friends that actually went back to the flip phone.
Yeah.
Because they were just on social media so much. They weren't paying attention to their partner. They weren't paying attention to their life. And they got off, and now they have a flip phone. All it does is call people, and they're doing way better in their life.
The infinite scroll is so damaging. Not just to teenagers, but to adults as well. And every time I bring this up, people say, oh, well, sounds like you have a bad algorithm. No. I had a great algorithm. It only ever showed me
what you wanted.
What I wanted.
Yeah.
I was able, for a long time, it kept recommending, radical and racist things. It kept trying to recommend that to me for the longest time, but finally got it out. I only saw the things I wanted. But that infinite scroll eroded me, and I could ruin my day with a period of scrolling. I would go from having a good day to a bad day, not because anything really, really happened. It was just that, and I don't know what it is. There's something about it. It wasn't the content itself,
It
right?
was you just stepping away from life and doing it. It gets addictive.
I think but maybe something about the addiction. I don't know, but there's something about that we were not meant to be doing this. This is not how we were built. This is not how we were wired physiologically. I really think it's wrong for us. And I think the best thing we can do is just stop and just not do it anymore.
Yeah.
And my life is significantly better without social media.
Yeah.
And I can't think of anything that would bring me back to it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what anyone could offer me that would be valuable enough to give myself over again to these companies.
Yeah, I think it's definitely, it's like AI, right? It's like anything that we invent to create, to make our lives better, quote unquote better, is that it's a tool that we need to use, but it's a tool that we need to limit. So these limits, I agree with. But we're never going to get rid of it at this point, right? So people are going to choose what they like you just don't want to be on it anymore. And that's great. Like you said, it's a hobby. It can be a hobby for people. But I do like the limitations, making sure you cannot get on it. And maybe there's a law, because I know I am guilty of this. When Facebook came out and my daughter was a little bit older and all of her friends had Facebook page, I lied and said I created an account and said she was the right age to be on Facebook. Mm-hmm. But I monitored it. But so how do you stop that? Like, how do you stop people getting around that rule? And so I'm just trying to think realistically, but I do agree with saying you cannot get on social media until you're 16 or 17 years old, because we need to teach people and kids how to be responsible with it. And this is something they should teach in schools, because it is so much a part of our life now that you need to teach safety. You need to teach what the right and wrong ways are to use it, things to look out for, so that you're not going to get used on social media. And there's so much on social media that people, make fun of people and they just bully people. So I definitely think restrictions are good.
I agree with that. And there's already an argument that we use. Thanks, Alex. Alex just brought me a couple of pages I need. There's already an argument that we use that I think is completely appropriate, and we use it with alcohol. And we say it's inappropriate for young people to drink because their brains are still developing. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a very, very good way to defend children. But then when it comes to social media, where we have demonstrated an effect on their psyche and on their developing brains that is significant, but then we roll over, we're like, yeah, but, we don't want to have to tell Meta what to do. Or we don't have to tell Instagram. We don't have to, but social media, how are they going to communicate with their friends? What I hear is people saying, well, if I don't let my 15-year-old drink at parties, how are they going to have friends?
Right.
That's what I hear.
They can call them. They can go to their house. You have to get in your car again and take your kids to a play date. Like all of those things
Correct.
that we did when we were younger, they don't really exist for many kids anymore.
I think it is a great defense of children to say, yeah, when you're 18, knock yourself out with social media.
Yeah.
Up until then, it's not going to be a part of your brain development. And I think we treat it just like that. Your brain's still developing. You can't, we're not going to let you be a part of this because it is, I personally feel like it's that seriously. And then also, you know what? If a member of Congress came up with the idea that maybe one of the regulations on social media is that we don't do the infinite scroll anymore for anyone.
Yeah.
I would actually feel like that was a reasonable thing to introduce and say, hey, you know what? You guys had fun. No more infinite scroll. Find something else.
Yeah.
I think that would be okay. But
I agree.
What do you think? 57500. We'd love to take a couple of texts from you when we come back. Are you still on social media? Have you sworn off social media like I have? Val apparently is still into it. So
Sure am.
But first, before we go to, we're going to do this afterwards. Okay, we're going to go to news, traffic, and weather. Then when we come back, we got more on KSL Brightside.
It's 1:30 at KSL News Radio. I'm Adam Small. The look at our top stories this half hour. A preliminary hearing has begun for a West Valley City man accused of leaving 3 now dead disabled men in a running vehicle in his garage earlier this year. Prosecutors today said 25-year-old Isaiah Pulu was working for a special needs care company in February when he left the men in a running van in his garage for more than 4 hours. Today, prosecutors questioned their one and only witness, West Valley City Police homicide detective Natalie Johansson.
Did the defendant verbally express remorse, regret in either your interview or any of the body cam video that you reviewed?
No.
Pulu is facing 3 counts of first-degree murder and could potentially face life in prison if convicted. He's expected to return to court next month. Utah drivers should keep their eyes on the road at all times, but especially as the summer months bring the risk of road buckling, which we're seeing more of right now. High temperatures come around. It causes sections of concrete in Utah's freeways and highways to expand. Crews plan on that expansion, but when that heat sticks around into the evening and overnight, it means the concrete has no place to go, gets pushed upward, causing large sloped lumps on the road. Our top national story this hour from ABC News. Acting Attorney General Todd Blanche ended up facing 5 hours of questioning during his confirmation hearing before the Senate Judiciary Committee today.
Democrats argued that Blanche abandoned the basic principles he picked up as a career prosecutor in New York when he began working for Trump, pointing to the alleged weaponization of the Department of Justice, the botched release of the Epstein files, and the now scuttled plan to create a fund for January 6 defendants. Senator Adam Schiff of California.
What happened to the prosecutor people had respect for? What happened to the prosecutor who once respected the rule of law?
I am the same exact person I was.
Blanche needs the vote of every Republican on the committee for his nomination to move forward. Peter Haralamus, ABC News.
And your money at this moment, all the markets still in the green right now. The Dow is currently up 122 points, the S&P is up 20, and the NASDAQ is up 114. Coming up, we are officially out of record-breaking heat territory, but still hot and more rain falling. Take a look at the forecast next. KSL News Time, 1:32.
Mornings are for recharging.
And they're for starting your day right.
We volunteer to join you in the car. Get news and weather at 102.7 FM during the most important part of your day.
Andy and Amanda, each morning between 5 and 9 on KSL News Radio.
Val, I'm going to take a minute and talk about Magnolia Bakery, which has become such a big part of KSL Brightside. I mean, KSL Brightside and Magnolia Bakery, we match. We're like hand in glove, man. If you've never enjoyed Magnolia Bakery, you used to have to get it shipped from New York. That's how you could enjoy their world-famous banana pudding, is it had to get packed in dry ice and put on a plane. And you know what? People around the country have always done that. And it's because it is so good. But now we have Magnolia Bakery right here in Holiday Hills at the side of the old Cottonwood Mall, 1895 East Rodeo Walk Drive. Roll in there and just see what they've got. They've got the freshest, most amazing pastries and puddings and cheesecakes, and you will not be disappointed. And I am just amazed every time we go in there. The banana pudding is a favorite of the KSL Brightside, but also are the red velvet cupcakes. Ooh. They are chocolatey without being too rich. And then that cream cheese frosting gives it just the right amount of bite there, and it's just perfect. I especially love it when it's a little bit chilled, so that cream cheese frosting sets up a little bit. Oh, man, there is nothing better. So, again, just put into Google Maps, Magnolia Bakery. It'll take you over to the side of the old Cottonwood Mall, and you are going to love it. It's open every day, including Sunday. Magnolia Bakery
was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy, pretty much hands off, They picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. They definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. Optima Tax Relief. Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Join me on the trip of a lifetime, an 8-day enchanting Rhine River cruise, August 7th through the 14th, 2027, so a year from August, aboard the elegant Amafiora, sailing from Basel, Switzerland to Amsterdam. We will cruise through the heart of Europe, past medieval castles, vineyard-covered hillsides, and storybook villages in France, Germany, and the Netherlands. And Morris Columbus Travel planned every single detail, so we just show up and enjoy ourselves. We're talking gourmet dining, licensed local guides at every port, a Morris Columbus tour manager
right there on board and exclusive pricing with savings of thousands off brochure rates. They've reserved just 50 cabins for our group, and I will be there for Q&A sessions and just to spend time together. This is a bucket list journey for me, and I hope you'll join me. Book in one click at morriscolumbus.com/KSL or call a Morris Columbus advisor at 800-999-4646. Optional pre-cruise Switzerland and post-cruise Amsterdam tours available too. Come see Europe with me. I can't wait.
Morris Columbus.
Traffic and weather together is brought to you by UCCU. Learn how to save more this summer at uccu.com. Here's McKenna Rodriguez.
Semi-truck is on the right shoulder on southbound I-15, approaching the I-84 interchange, causing some delays there. And we're seeing some slowdowns on eastbound I-80 right after Bangor Highway. The two right lanes are closed. Make your summer plans more rewarding with double points on gas and groceries using your rewards visa from Cyprus Credit Union. Learn more at cypruscu.com. McKenna Rodriguez in the KSL Traffic Center.
Look for highs in the mid-90s today with a chance of a storm this afternoon. Chance of rain continues throughout the week with highs topping out at 98 tomorrow, down to 97 by Friday. We should hover around in the mid-90s come Saturday and Sunday with a greater chance of thunderstorms as we work our way into the weekend. Right now it's 90 degrees and mostly cloudy in downtown Salt Lake City. I'm Adam Small from the KSL Common Spirit Health Studios. Listen online at kslnewsradio.com. We are Utah's news, traffic, and weather station.
KSL Brightside with Ethan Miller.
And you're sure management's okay with this?
And Alex Keary.
I thought you cleared it with them.
This is KSL Brightside on KSL News Radio.
All right, welcome back to KSL Brightside. I'm Ethan Miller. We've got Val Cameron here with me. And Val, we're getting a few text messages in on this idea that the European Union wants to put a baseline age restriction of 13 for social media. I think it should be 18, including here in the United States. We talked about this.
Yeah.
We had a few texts that are coming in at 57500. Janice says, it bugs me to death when I miss a family event and they say, well, we put it on Facebook.
Same.
Yeah. I've had that happen, but you know what? From my real friends and my real family, they have my phone number.
I turned off all my notifications on Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we got another text here. It's from Vicky. Vicky says, I've never been on any social media and I have no desire to be on it. Good for you, Vicky. Don't even start. That's my opinion. And then this text says, I'm not much into social media, but I don't want government having that kind of control. Feels way too big brother.
Okay. I guess there's that point.
And I get that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we can't exert some control, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I don't think it's
parents
outside
as well, and yourself, like you said, hobby. Like I can see that is who's going to tell me what I can do or not do, and what I do with my kids is my own business. But I mean, I still think like we have restrictions on commercials that can play on TV and radio. We have restrictions on what we can see on billboards. We have so having at least an age restriction, I don't think is too far out there.
Well, like I said, I like the kind of language they use around alcohol in teens. It's a developing brain. You got to keep them away from it. And I think that's the open door that we walk through also with social media. These are developing brains. Let's give them the best possible chance. We kept you off alcohol. That doesn't guarantee you're going to be a success, but it's something we can do to give you the best possible chance. And I think this is another thing we can do. We can just say, hey, you know what? Your brain's developing. No social media until you're older. And I think that is a reasonable thing for us to do and say, hey, you know what? We're trying to give you every possible chance. Staying off social media is not going to guarantee your success, but
you are passionate about this.
It's something we will have been able to do.
Yeah.
So I honestly, I am passionate about it.
Yeah, and that's good.
I feel I had the experience. It was earlier this year where I was going to go. I was traveling and I wanted to connect with someone, but I had only ever messaged them on social media. And it was whenever I hit that city, I meet up with this person, but between my last trip, I'd ended social media. And so I had to log back into Instagram to retrieve this guy's number, right? To let him know, say, hey, I need your number because I don't do Instagram anymore. And while I was on there, I thought, hey, you know what? I'm just going to spend the weekend back on Instagram like go the old days.
Oh, no.
and it was dark, man.
Oh, really?
It
Mine's
was
all
dark.
puppies.
It didn't matter. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It
Yeah.
wasn't the content. It wasn't the content.
It just pulled you away from your life.
It was just a dark couple of days, and I thought, boy, this is why. This is why.
Yeah.
Because I felt that. I felt that coming back. I felt it coming back, and it felt
yucky.
there was a
Yeah.
it felt there was a danger there, you know.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the content. The content was
Yeah.
fine.
I get that. Yeah.
It was.
We need human interaction. We need to be looking up from screens.
Yeah, isolating. It can be really isolating. But anyway, that's not our topic for this segment. But I wanted to hit some of these text messages because I
Yeah.
thought they were interesting.
No, they are. It's a big conversation.
And then we got one. I think I know who this text is. Is this? Hold on, I'm going to scroll back really quick. I think this is Ash.
Okay.
He says texting the radio station is a kind of social media.
Oh, touche, sir. Touche.
And here's another one. My kids cannot have or use social media until they graduate high school. And I think that is completely right.
Okay.
I think it's completely right. I've kept my daughter off social media. My son's never really showed any interest in social media as teenagers, as far as I know. I've kept my daughter off of it. I've
How
had
old
to be
is she?
specific. She's 15. She turned
Okay.
16 soon.
And she doesn't have that pushback like all my friends are on it.
No, Alex thinks it's because she's got a backdoor access somewhere.
Oh.
Alex doesn't believe me when I tell him my daughter's not on social media.
Is she like into sports and have a lot of friends and
She's got
or
friends
like
and-
a hobby or something that she just loves and maybe
Yeah, she's got things she does, but
Yeah.
Alex just doesn't believe that she's not on social media. So, and I'm not sure how to verify that.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. Next up, we're going to see some changes as to how vehicles are registered in the state of Utah and what they pay for. But the state legislators have started getting complaints from residents over how our cars are taxed. How we pay taxes when we register our vehicles, because vehicles have gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. And more families are tripping up against the 12,000-pound line. Now, in the state of Utah, the 12,000-pound line is basically the point at which they start charging you more. You're taxed higher.
And there's more and more people with SUVs, Jeeps, big vehicles these days. I think it's gone up like 60%.
And so legislators are saying, hey, this is supposed to kind of delineate, private vehicles versus commercial vehicles. But so many private vehicles now are so much bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger that more of them are tripping up over that 12,000-pound line. So they're moving it. They're moving it up to 14,000 pounds. They're saying that is going to bring more of these vehicles back solidly into the consumer category so that they're not paying such higher taxes.
Do you like that idea?
Well, I get it.
Yeah.
I get what they're saying. But I also wonder, because this is among the ways that we pay for things like roads.
Yeah.
And I wonder if we're missing
An opportunity.
wear and tear.
Yeah.
But I confess, though, I mean, obviously this is not my area of expertise, but I wonder if those bigger vehicles are harder on the road. Maybe it's more appropriate that they pay slightly more than smaller cars.
I think so as well. And usually it's your car's age, right, that makes it a little bit more money. But that's being cut back a little bit as well. But I don't know that I want a 14,000-pound car that I have responsibility for, right?
Yeah. I mean, I guess, let me see. How much does a Suburban weigh?
Oh, yeah, probably.
I'm going to Google it.
Pretty close. And let's see. I want to get myself a new car in 2 years that is bigger than my car, but I don't know. I never thought about how much my car weighed before.
Suburbans are less than 10,000 pounds.
Really? So these are huge trucks that they're getting
really
huge
big
vehicles.
cars. Yeah. What consumer vehicles are 12,000 pounds? Okay, let's see.
Yeah, let's see what that is.
Towing capacity. Oh, man. I don't know.
So who is buying? Yeah, they said commercial vehicles. So that's tow trucks. That's big. Like, I want to know who's buying all of these vehicles that are 14,000 pounds. Like, yeah. I never until today thought about the weight of my car. So, but if yours is 10,000, mine's got to be like way less.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a Rogue, and it's a little sporty Rogue, so it's like my size. I'm kind of short.
I have an Accord.
Oh.
So I don't know how much does an Accord weigh.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like it weighs very
Yeah,
much.
it
It's just a
doesn't-
sedan.
Yeah.
But I like sedans. I prefer
Yeah.
sedans.
I agree.
I like sedans. I also like bigger SUVs. I don't like the crossovers. I never got into the crossovers. Yeah. They're kind of like neither here nor there, you know.
Where I used to travel a lot, and Utah has the biggest cars out of almost every city I have ever been to. And a lot of other cities have very, very small roads. I couldn't even imagine driving like a Suburban in like Boston or somewhere on the East Coast where the roads are small. But people come to Utah and they're like, oh my gosh, like what is that? A Suburban.
Yeah.
They're just not seen everywhere. Like I wonder what the sale rate is of Suburbans in Utah than anywhere else. Yeah.
Okay. I found a few that would land in 12 to
Okay.
14,000 pounds. And so this does make some sense. So the very large pickups, so the Super Duty pickups, okay, those are very, very large. Ram 3500, Ford Transit.
Oh, okay.
Boom. I think that's part
Ford
of
Transit.
it. Ford Transit, Mercedes-Benz Sprinter.
Really?
Yeah.
Sprinter. Okay.
So I bet it's those big vans.
Okay.
Because the truck drivers have always been, there always will have been playing with this
Yeah, the
taxation
bigger. Yes,
problem,
so
right?
they know.
They know. I think the families that are getting caught by surprise are the ones that are moving into the big vans.
And I mean,
that must be it.
Yeah, I've seen more of those bigger vans around lately than I've ever seen.
That's right, and I bet you that's where it comes from is those big vans. So because it's the very, very large trucks, and then those big vans. Those are the ones that trip up over that weight. So, all right, there you go. We got to grab a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about inducing hibernation for space travel. There's some efforts underway to start experimenting with that using animals. Is that really the way to go? We've all seen it in movies.
Yeah, I mean, Project Hail Mary.
Yeah, that's right. Well, and that other one too with that dude who plays the Space Lord. What's his name?
Yeah, Chris. Yeah.
One of the Chris's.
Yeah, one of the Chris's.
He's in that movie with the thing in the space.
In the thing, yeah. We'll tell you when we get back.
This is going great. We'll be right back.
Hi, it's Greg Skordas. What if I told you that 4 weeks from now, everything can feel different, including your energy, your weight, and the way your clothes fit? That's what Soda Dynamic Diet did for me, and that's what it will do for you. My first 4 weeks with Soda, I lost 18 pounds. After 7 weeks, I'd lost 30 pounds. Right now, listeners can get 4 weeks free when they call 866-800-SOTA and mention KSL Radio. Soda Diet and Nutrition teaches you how to let go of the weight and keep it off for a lifetime with no shots, no pills, just real food, expert guidance, and habits that last. Weight loss medications can cost a lot, and for many people, the bill does not end. Soda is different. Degreed nutritionists help you get the root cause of your challenges, guide you one-on-one, and teach you lifelong habits so that you can lose the weight without signing up for a lifetime bill. Get 4 weeks free when you call 866-800-SODA and mention KSL Radio. SOTA is, say it with me, state of the art.
We're going to break in briefly. President Trump is at a defense summit, and he is using his remarks to talk about new Iran strikes. So we're going to join his speech here for a couple of minutes.
That was a tough decision to make, and it took courage to make that decision. Nobody thought that was going to be made, but they gave us back our beautiful merit system, and now the best people get into the best positions. They get into the best schools. They get into the military. We actually have strong people going into the military now as opposed to people that aren't strong or that shouldn't be there. And it's like, I call it central casting. Washington, D.C., we're using the military in there, and our crime rate's down 92%, and it's gone from an unsafe city to one of the safest cities, the capital, one of the safest cities anywhere in the country. Restaurants are booming. The restaurants were all closing. People were afraid to go to a restaurant. We took out over 5,000 criminals. We got them out of here. We got them, sent them back to their country. Many of them came through the Biden open borders, which was insanity. We got them out of this country, and we did a real job in Washington, D.C. And I will say Memphis is a similar kind of a thing. A little bit, we started it a little bit later, but they're down in crime 78%. And New Orleans, Louisiana, the governor called me up, Jeff Landry, great guy. He called me and he said, we have a problem. We have the Mardi Gras coming up, and this place is loaded up with crime. and we sent in the National Guard and others, and it was the safest that is on record, the safest Mardi Gras on record. They've never had anything like it. He called me two days later. He said,
all right, this is President Trump at a defense summit. We're expecting him to talk about the strikes in Iran. Obviously, he hasn't quite gotten there yet, but we're going to monitor this and bring you any new information as we have it.
Sign up for KSL Text Alerts. Get breaking news and traffic updates by texting the word news to 57500. Want access to exclusive contests? Text contest to 57500. Jazz fans, text the word jazz for breaking jazz updates. And Cougar fans, text BYU to 57500 for the latest on the Cougars. Message and data rates may apply.
If the world were like a Sleep Number mattress, everything would adapt for your comfort. Your coffee would never get cold. Your flight would always be on time. And your mattress would always respond to you and your unique sleep needs. Sleep Number mattresses are designed to respond to your body and shift with your changing life, helping you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. To experience a whole new world of comfort, visit a Sleep Number store or go to sleepnumber.com. Sleep Number. To a good life sleep.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
The sounds of summer. They're great until they're not. Luckily, AutoZone has free battery testing and charging
Let me check that for you.
to help make a rough moment smooth. Don't miss the Celebrate Free event at AutoZone. Free products with select deals until July 27th. And free services every day. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
This week's movie show brought to you by Sound Sleep. Get a free sleep screening and a free sleep consultation by tuning in on Friday morning. Sound Sleep with 6 locations in Utah.
Murphy's Law says that if your air conditioner is going to break down this summer, it's going to be when you least expect it and at the worst possible time. And for a lot of homeowners, the fear isn't just the breakdown. It's worrying about what happens next. Is this going to cost a fortune? Am I going to be pressured into replacing it? Can somebody just help me figure out what's wrong? At Any Hour Services, that's exactly what we're here for. Maybe your system just needs maintenance to help prevent breakdowns before they happen. Maybe a part failed, and a simple repair gets you back up and running quickly. Or maybe your system's getting older, repairs are adding up, and you think replacing it makes more sense. Whatever the situation, we'll walk you through your options, answer your questions, and make sure you have the information you need to make the decision that's right for your home and your budget. Maintenance, repair, or replacement, you choose what's right for you. That's how Any Hour Services works. Options, not pressure. Call Any Hour Services next time you need help with your air conditioner. Google Any Hour Services or schedule online at anyhourservices.com. No one helps more homeowners than Any Hour Services.
KSL Brightside with Ethan and Alex. Turn your afternoon around on KSL News Radio.
All right, welcome back. You're listening to KSL Brightside. I'm Ethan Millard. I've got Val Cameron here with me. Filling in for Alex. Nice job, Val.
Hey, thanks.
Doing this. Sure to appreciate it.
Love being here.
One of the things that Val does is she's the co-host of the KSL movie show with Andy Farnsworth every Friday morning. You can also hear her every Friday morning, slightly just after the end of the movie show, because here on KSL Brightside, we love to do movies that stink. And so our first segment on KSL Brightside on Friday mornings is movies that stink, and it's with you. You always join us for that.
We'll see.
And,
we'll see if there is one this week.
I finally went and saw another movie.
What'd you see?
I saw. It's not Deposition Day. It's
oh yes, no, it's Steven Spielberg.
Dump Day. What is it?
Steven Spielberg.
Disclosure
movie.
Day. Thank
yep,
you.
Disclosure Day.
Disclosure Day. I saw it yesterday.
You should say Dump Day.
I did. You know, like info dump.
Yes. Disclosure Day. What'd you think?
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah. That's what I thought too.
I don't think they should have shown the aliens.
No? See, I did like that part.
Because once they showed the aliens, I was like, I can't believe they believe these videos are real.
Oh, see, I'm the opposite.
You had all these guys, all these, hardcore news professionals in there in the control room, and they're like amazed. This is real. This is real. It's like, how do you know it's real?
Yeah.
It's a
I
video.
don't know. I want to believe.
Do you?
Yeah.
You're like Fox. I want to believe.
No, I just like, it's a movie, so I want to believe in what's in the movie and have that moment, I guess. I like to go along with the adventure.
I think they should have left out the aliens and just let us imagine what they might look like.
Okay.
Just me personally, but
Okay.
But I thought it was interesting though. I thought it was fun. It was fun. I liked the powers. I always like people that have like unexpected powers. So, when they were learning how it all works, that was cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. Yeah, there were some moments that were really neat and some that were just kind of meh. So yeah, for me, I was like, it's all right. Yeah.
And I loved the scenes in the control rooms for the news.
Because
they're like,
that's where you're here.
They're like directing and talking and calling and things like that. It was really fast paced. That was the best part of the movie, for me was those guys, and they're like, camera
Figuring
this,
out last
monitor
minute,
this,
yeah.
this feed, that feed, and putting it all together. That was really, really fun.
Your face, so excited. I love it.
Oh, it was so much fun to watch. We got a text here. Accident at intersection of 4100 South and Mountain View Corridor, blocking eastbound lanes on 4100 South. So that is not good. So we'll pass that along to the traffic center. And that is, 4100 South and Mountain View Corridor? Yikes. So hopefully everyone stays safe out there. Oh, yeah, there it is. I see it. I see it right there on 4100 South. It looks like good amounts of backup both directions, east and west. So maybe, just hang back from that area.
For a little bit.
If you're headed through there, give it a couple of minutes for them to move some of those cars out of the way. But hopefully everyone is okay there.
If you have to merge, be friendly.
Yeah, let everyone in. I've become a real believer in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, letting in people, people in for the merge and I think we do better at that. I feel like when I was younger, I feel like I used to have a harder time merging than now. I think we're better at it. It could also be just I'm misremembering.
Yeah.
It could also be that I was a bad driver when I was younger.
I didn't want to say it. I'm glad you said it.
And the merging problem was always on me and not other people. And I'm just better at it. So it
Follow
seems like
the zipper rule, man.
Seems like we're all better at it. But yeah. Anyway.
I don't know.
All right. I wanted to talk about this space hibernation thing, but we really kind of got this. Segment kind of compressed down a little bit because we took a 1 or 2 minutes from that speech that the president's giving at a defense summit. We thought we'd hear about new strikes on Iran, but
not yet.
He was talking about something else.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
But, I mean, if you wanted to go to space, if you wanted to go to Mars, wouldn't you want to hibernate? Or would you want to have the full ride there?
Well, I think, as far as I can tell, space is vast enough that really you can't enjoy the full ride there.
Yeah. You're not really seeing things. It's not like driving to the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, although Mars is near enough that it's not like you die on the way there.
Right.
Right. As opposed to some of these others. Like sometimes when they use this as a device in movies, they have you hibernate because you would die.
Yeah.
Like
it's just so far away that you'd be old.
Yeah, you'd get old and die.
Yeah,
so they have you
Passengers, which is the movie you were trying to talk about before the break with Chris Pratt.
With Chris Pratt.
Yes.
That's right. And the other lady.
Yes, Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yes.
The blonde woman that he really did
that
dirty
lady
in that
and
movie.
that guy, and they both have hair.
Mm-hmm. You remember they're on the spaceship.
Yes, I do. And then he wakes her up.
They do the thing.
And then they grew old before everyone else woke up because they were in that hibernation phase.
It is the most stressful and aggravating love story that you will ever watch.
Yeah, it is.
What was it called?
It's called Passenger. Yeah, Passenger.
And anyway, so watching Disclosure Day was fun. I enjoyed it. They missed an opportunity. I think they either should have not shown the aliens at all or shown ET aliens.
And see, I loved all of the aliens, so we do disagree on this one.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Nobody's perfect. We're going to grab a break here. We got news, traffic, and weather. We'll get you an update, too, on that accident out on Mountain View Corridor on 4100 South. And then we're back for more on KSL Brightside.
KSL FM Midvale.
KSL Salt Lake City.
From the KSL Common Spirit Health Studios, this is KSL News Radio.
Utah's news, traffic, and weather station.
It's 2 o'clock at KSL News Radio. I'm Adam Small to look at our top stories this hour. Police say a man with warrants out for his arrest was identified in Washington County because of his flip-flops. KSL News Radio's Brianna Willis reports.
Sunday afternoon, Washington County Sheriff's Office had a call from a witness who said they had seen a man in flip-flops walk away from a vehicle rollover west of Gunlock. Sergeant Lucas Alfred says later, Dennis R. Atkinson called to report his car had been stolen. Police went to the scene.
They noticed some footprints in the area and took photos of those footprints.
they spoke to the person who reported his vehicle stolen, who was also wearing flip-flops out at a campsite in Gunlock. And they noticed that the flip-flops actually matched the footprints leaving the vehicle.
Alfred says Atkinson had a suspended license and 2 outstanding warrants, one from another state. He faces several charges, including leaving the scene of an accident and filing a false report. Brianna Willis, KSL News Radio.
And our top national story this hour from ABC News. Erica Schwartz faced questioning in D.C. today as the nominee to become the next director of the CDC. Louisiana Senator Bill Cassidy was one of those who questioned her.
Will you have the ability and the firmness to stand up to that political meddling, to say, no, that's wrong and this is right?
Chairman, you have my assurances that I will continue to lead by my integrity. I will never compromise on the science. I will always have the public's health in mind.
Schwartz has previously served as Deputy Surgeon General. She also served in the U.S. Navy more than 20 years ago. Your money at this moment, markets all still in the green. The Dow's currently up 150 points up to 52,658. The S&P is up 28 and the NASDAQ is up 162. Coming up, no more triple digits for the week, but we got rain and still highs in the 90s. Take a look at the full forecast next. KSL News Time 2:02.
A reminder about the simplest way to get updated for your day.
Hit your KSL preset when you jump in the car, and we'll take care of the rest.
Hear key news updates and traffic reports.
Andy and Amanda from 5 to 9 in your car.
KSL News Radio at 102.7 FM.
Hey there, it's Julie from Logan. Head up north where the air is clear for a refreshingly unexpected getaway. Start your day by singing yodelay-hoo at the top of your lungs on a canyon trail with views that go on for miles.
Here's a secret. The National Forest is only 10 minutes from your hotel.
What? I know. Next, rent horses or a side-by-side at Beaver Creek Lodge up Logan Canyon to spy colorful wildflowers and birds and stunningly beautiful scenery. After your day of adventure, wander downtown to check out our local shops selling everything from antiques to giant jigsaw puzzles to vintage clothing and goat's milk soap. Watch them hand-dip chocolates at Bluebird Candy, eat sourdough pizza, or drop into the family-friendly Prodigy Brew Pub where their deep-fried pickle spears are divine. I didn't even mention live theater performance like the Lyrics Laugh Out Loud Forever Plaid, or free concerts every weekday at noon in the Tabernacle, or community festivals, or, see what I'm saying? We are refreshingly Logan. Visit explorelogan.com, explorelogan.com.
The energy, the roar, moments you'll always remember. Next season, Jaron Jackson Jr. is hunting blocks. Laurie Markkinen is getting buckets. And Ace is just getting started. Don't just watch Jazz basketball. Experience every moment. 2026-27 season tickets are on sale now. Full and half-season packages available. Plus exclusive benefits like arena discounts and player events. Are you in? Join the climb today. UtahJazz.com or call 801-355-DUNK.
I'm Maria Chaleos here with Bonnie from Salt Lake City Fat Loss.
Yeah, good to be here. Thanks.
Tell us why the Salt Lake City Fat Loss program is preferred versus other weight loss programs that offer pills or injections.
Our program is the #1 natural alternative to drugs or injections, and for those who want to lose fat and not muscle. People are spending hundreds of dollars on these injections that are giving them slower weight loss, where our program is a fraction of the cost and they're losing twice the amount of weight.
Can people lose weight fast on your program?
Most of our clients lose 20 to 30 pounds in about a month or two, but the biggest thing is they're learning the skills to keep the weight off.
What are some things that set your program apart from other weight loss programs?
It's very easy to follow, and we use regular grocery store foods. There's no heavy exercising required, and you get a personal health coach to help you every step of the way.
I chose the Salt Lake City Fat Loss program along with over 70,000 people from across the U.S. Schedule your free consultation online at slcfatloss.com.
Traffic and weather together is brought to you by UCCU. Auto loan rates as low as 4.74% APR. Here's Cormac Bone.
We are still seeing this crash eastbound I-80 right after Bangerter Highway. They're closing that right lane, so as you transition from Bangerter Highway, you still can do it, but expect to merge way quicker than you usually do, and it's causing some light delays right there at Bangerter Highway. And then we also have a crash This is at 4100 South and southbound Mountain View corridor. They are blocking the right lane on southbound Mountain View corridor. That's why it's a little slow approaching 4100 South. And eastbound on 4100 South, only one lane getting through there, so it's pretty congested as well. Today only, buy one ticket, get one free. Plan now to see Jenny Oaks Baker's Joy to the World, a sacred celebration in Salt Lake, Ogden, and Orem. Tickets at jennyoaksbaker.com. Cormac Bone in the KSL Traffic Center.
A high of 95 today with overnight lows in the 70s and a chance of a storm this afternoon. Storm chances continue throughout the weekend, only grow as we head into the weekend. Look for a high of 98 tomorrow and 97 on Friday. Right now it's 91 degrees with mostly cloudy skies in downtown Salt Lake City. I'm Adam Small from the KSL Common Spirit Health Studios. Listen online at kslnewsradio.com. We are Utah's news, traffic, and weather station.
KSL Brightside with Ethan Miller.
Do they not have enough of us recorded already? They could just do this in AI.
And Alex Keary.
We're not even real. This entire show is just a hologram.
This is KSL Brightside on KSL News Radio.
All right, welcome back. You're listening to KSL Brightside. I'm Ethan Millard. I've got Val Cameron here with me. Alex Keary's away today. And Val, you're doing a great job.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed our conversations. We're going to do a little health class here. And I'm going to tell you how this is going to go. It's KSL Brightside Health Class. We're going to talk about a new test. If the FDA has cleared a blood test to be a cost-effective, minimally invasive way to detect early biological signs of Alzheimer's. Now, it's designed for adults, primarily for adults 55 and older. And they prefer if you already showed some signs of cognitive impairment, which,
I feel like all of us feel that way.
I think a lot of us might volunteer for that test. But basically it measures certain levels of things in the blood and in the brain that indicate Alzheimer's.
And you'll find out if you have it in the next 5 to 10 years. So it's not like, hey, you're going to get this tomorrow. It's going to say, okay, you have the gene, your blood showed this gene, and in the next 5 to 10 years, you'll start developing symptoms.
Would you want to know?
100% yes.
There's really no awesome treatment for Alzheimer's.
No.
It's not like so many cancers where if you catch it early, they can really take care of it.
But maybe in the next 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, but here, then I go back to it again. If it's another 5 years before they have effective treatment, I'm just saying, what's the point in knowing if there really is nothing that can be done about it?
It's a pretty sad disease. I've seen it in person, right? And I know how hard it is on families. And I would want to tell my daughter and my husband that this is going to be a thing. Let's live our lives to the fullest for the next 5 to 10 years, but let's also figure out what we're going to do when it hits me so hard that you're not going to be able to take care of me, and not put that weight on them and say, this is what I would like to do once it gets to the point where you shouldn't be taking care of me anymore. Someone else should be.
Yeah. What do you think about this? 57500. Would you take a test that would let you know whether or not you had Alzheimer's, which is really, there's really not any,
right.
It can't be cured.
No.
Right? This test does not cure Alzheimer's. It just will tell you years before that you are going to get it. Would you want to know that? 57500.
Would you?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm sympathetic to your idea that you could really enjoy life from now until then. I get that.
Okay.
At the same time, though, one of the worst parts of getting sick and dying is living through that, kind of watching it come.
Right.
Right. One of the ways that we deal with death as human beings, animals cursed with the knowledge of our eventual fate.
Yeah.
The only thing that really saves us is that we don't know the day. Right? That's it. That's kind of the only thing that we really kind of get through. We all know we're going to die. None of us know exactly when. And that I think that's an important part of us moving forward.
Yeah.
And I don't know that I can embrace the knowing.
I think this is a different situation. Like if you found out you were going to get hit by a car in 2 years and that's how you were going to die, I don't want to know that. I don't want to be, afraid every time I cross the street or every time I'm driving. I wouldn't want to know that. But I do think that this situation is so hard that I would want to put things in place for me and my family and be educated about it. Because again, it is so hard to put that on someone to make that decision of when do I put my my loved one into care? What are the expectations here?
Yeah. So we're getting mixed responses here. This person says no, they would not want to know. And I have family members at the same time of complications, and I have also several really best friends suffering right now. So I think I got the point. It got a little garbled. Yeah. I think it was a voice to text. Got a little garbled, but I think I get it. So they got personal experience with this, and they definitely would not want to know. Steve says yes, he would want to know. This person says nope. Another says 0 chance I would want to take the test. And then Ash points out it's type 3 diabetes. You need more cholesterol to fight it. Grandma had it bad. Mom is 79. She's getting it. I've made my peace knowing I'll get it. My dad has dementia too. So Ash he says he just knows he's going to get it. This person texts, I would love to know, but then I'll just forget about it, which I guess is part of it, isn't it?
But
That's part of it. Gosh, I don't know. It's this is a tough one. Would you want to take this test if the doctors offer you to do this test, which exists now? It's for adults 55 and older, and they would tell you if you're going to get Alzheimer's. It's an early detection test. And I'm not convinced. So far we've had mixed results, but I think slightly more people have texted in saying no, they would not take it.
Okay.
This individual says 100% I would take the test. Then I could ask my family that exact question to not always have to care for me. Someone else says if you're going to take the test, say goodbye to insurance, which actually was an interesting point.
Oh, yeah.
We do have more protections in place now than we did before under the new, Affordable Care Act regime. But I don't know. Is it possible this test could jeopardize your coverage? I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think you'd be smart to discover that.
I mean, find out first, because I've taken the BRCA test, which is the test to find out if I have the breast cancer gene.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I thought was going to happen. But it didn't happen on pushing my insurance up, because now they know that I have to get tested twice a year to see if I have it. And this is kind of like I'm getting ahead of it in case something happens. So, I think if we know it's going to happen, insurances shouldn't come down on us if we're getting ready for something.
And I think, and I'm pretty sure for the most part we're protected against things like that. As that was some of the reform under the Affordable Care Act.
Yeah.
Which was 2 presidents ago.
Yeah.
Normally 3 presidents, but in our case 2 presidents ago. And when we went through all that, and this is the weird thing about insurance. So I have car insurance on the off chance I wreck my car.
Right.
Or someone gets hurt or something like that, right? It's not something I ever plan on doing. I'm a good driver. I drive carefully. I don't plan on wrecking my car, but I have insurance just in case something happens.
You merge right?
I'm an amazing merger. I parallel park like a machine, like I'm AI out there parallel parking. I don't miss. But with health insurance, all of us are going to get sick and die.
Yeah.
And it's a weird thing to insure for, or I should say insure against.
Yeah. It's just a weird concept to think that.
To have, it's like, imagine if we insured food. We're all going to eat food. Imagine if you had to buy an insurance policy for food and you got $100 a week of groceries, but you paid for the insurance just in case one time you needed $10,000 worth of groceries. At least you'd have insurance for that, right?
Right.
Like this is kind of how it's going.
So silly.
It's really wild.
Yeah.
That's
a whole different conversation that we could be talking about forever.
I'm not saying I have any answers here.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I have anything better.
Yeah.
I just
But that was a good topic. Like, would it put our insurance up if we did that, if we knew? I hope not.
We have another person that says there are ways that you can slow the progression of Alzheimer's. We've actually had a couple of people bring this up. There's medication that stops the progression. Someone says there are things you can do to slow it, and I wasn't aware there is medication that will stop the progression of Alzheimer's. I'm sure that's the case. I just wasn't aware of that. So I guess that would be an argument for knowing, right?
Yeah.
Then maybe there's some changes you can make that would slow the progression, give you more good years. I can see that. That is the most likely argument to get me to take the test. Because otherwise, I would rather be surprised by my death.
Okay.
By whatever it is that takes me out, I would prefer to not see it coming.
And I'm the opposite, so there you go.
You want to see it coming.
I want to know right now.
Because you're a planner.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. I am a planner. Plus, I don't want to put my family in a weird place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've seen it. I've dealt with it. And just not knowing how to deal with someone's death, that's a lot to put on somebody.
My wife is the same way. In fact, one of the things that is guaranteed to drive her up the wall is when I'll say, and I sometimes say this, if she'll bring something up, say something needs to be done, I'll say, and this is my line, I'll say, I'm going to let that be tomorrow Ethan's problem. Or I'm going to let that be next week Ethan's problem. And it drives her up the wall.
Do you ever get to next week's problem?
No, man.
She takes care of it for you before it even gets to that point.
That is more her personality.
Yeah.
I do have to make sure I'm keeping up my end of the bargain, or else she'll hold up both ends if I'm not careful. So, all right. Listen, we got to grab a break here. And when we come back, hold on. I'm gonna double check the rundown and see what we've got coming back here. We've got
inexpensive groceries.
Oh, yeah. Shopping rates across Walmart, Kroger, and Amazon. And then also we've got an amazing story that I wanted to make sure we picked up from the previous hour that we didn't get to, and that is the felt tip pen that Buzz Aldrin used in his trip to the moon. A felt tip pen that he took with him. Just sold at auction. You're going to be shocked at how much it went for, and the cool story behind the pen that delivered such an amazing value. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Maria Shilaos, host of the KSL News Daily podcast, where you'll get a deep dive on a story important to you and the 3 things you need to know each weekday morning. Follow the KSL News Daily today, wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm back to doing what I love and more, thanks to the Good Feet store.
Do you want to walk, play pickleball, and enjoy other fun activities to stay healthy, but you can't because of bad feet? Hi, this is Mike, and the Good Feet store wants to help.
I just had difficulty walking. I tried them on in the store, and my foot felt so much better.
Do you keep buying new shoes and inserts with little or no relief?
I tried all kinds of shoes. It was the arch supports that made the difference from the Good Feet store.
Don't let bad feet, knees, or back problems get in the way of staying healthy and having fun.
Thanks to the Good Feet store, I'm bowling 3 nights a week.
Get back to doing what you love. At the Good Feet store, we'll personally fit you with high-quality arch supports to maximize your comfort. Stop in the Good Feet store or book your free fitting at goodfeet.com. We have locations in Farmington, Riverton, and Sandy.
Thanks to the Good Feet store.
It is July, and it is getting hot. For years, I've always called July the patriotic month. Not only do we have national celebrations, but we have the state celebration as well, and it's time to get the perfect steak going on the grill, but not your grill. The grill that is waiting for you at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. I know we like to think that we're pretty good, as a backyard barbecuer, and some no, but Ruth's Chris will always present the perfect steak in a wonderful environment where it's air conditioned. They do all the work. You don't have to worry about anything other than sitting back with friends, neighbors, and family and enjoying the best meal you have ever had. 275 Southwest Temple. That's Ruth's Chris right here in the heart of downtown Salt Lake City. If you're heading up into the mountains, Hotel Park City. It's the perfect meal for July waiting for you at Ruth's Chris.
Progressive presents the Museum of You.
We begin our tour with a unique piece, a relic from the early big screen television era. Remarkable. Next, we find a juicer, which historians believe has only ever been used once. And finally, compact discs from the emo era. A rare find indeed.
Some things should be history, but until then, you could protect what's important to you and save by bundling your auto insurance with a renter's policy from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
This is Nate Orchard from Advanced Window Products. When you live in Utah, your windows do a lot more than let the light in. They protect your home from freezing winters, blazing summers, and everything in between. That's why Advanced Window Products builds every window for your local climate. No middleman, no out-of-state delays, just factory direct quality, custom made for your home. Imagine a quieter home, a warmer home, a cooler home. Our high-efficiency vinyl windows are engineered to lower your energy bills and boost your comfort all year round. And installation is done by our own certified in-house crews, never subcontractors. That's why Utah homeowners give us 5-star reviews. Right now, take advantage of our anniversary sale. For a limited time, get $2,500 off when you buy 10 or more windows. Call 801-850-9100. That's 801-850-9100. For 40 years, Advanced Window Products has been the name Utah trusts for custom replacement windows and sliding glass doors. Advanced Window Products, built here, installed here, trusted here. Call 801-850-9100 for that $2,500 off or visit us at advancedwindows.com to schedule your free in-home estimate.
KSL Brightside with Ethan and Alex. Your lunch hour just got more interesting on KSL News Radio.
All right, welcome back. You're listening to KSL Brightside. A felt tip pen. Oh, I'm Ethan Millard, by the way, and I'm saying that because I have to introduce Val Cameron, who's on here.
I'm Val Cameron.
Instead of Alex today, so I didn't want everyone to be taken by surprise. Alex is taking some family time this week, so
I love that for him.
Yeah. I haven't pestered him at all. Every day I think about it, and then I'm like, no, I'm just going to let him.
He's texted you a few times, and you're like, get back to your vacation, man.
Why are you texting me? Is it that boring?
He just can't get away.
Yeah,
he needs
right.
a little bit.
That's right. All right, the felt tip pen that Buzz Aldrin used in his trip to the moon has sold for more than $850,000. This felt tip pen had its heroic moment in 1969 when, as they were getting ready to leave the moon, they realized that one of the astronauts had actually busted the front off of a circuit breaker. And they needed to trip that breaker in order to leave the moon. If they wouldn't be able to, they would.
Kind of important.
And so Mission Control did their whole thing. We're familiar with how they work because we all watched that movie, Apollo 13.
Yeah.
And they went through every scenario they could, and they determined that they would not be able to route around that switch, and there was no way to replace that switch. It needed to work, but it was busted.
And then a MacGyver situation happened.
And that's when Buzz Aldrin had an idea. He said, in fact, so he had, they were each allowed some personal items. And I think this must be why Mission Control didn't come up with this. They were each allowed to bring a few little personal items with them for their own use. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the items that he brought was a felt tip pen. It was not a standard issue to the astronauts. It was not part of the equipment in the crew capsule. It was a felt tip pen that he brought himself for his own personal use. It was the only one, and he had it in his sleeve. And then he realized, hey, you know what? Can this work? And so he took that pen and he jammed it inside. He wanted to find something that didn't have metal in it.
Right.
Right? For obvious reasons, electricity. And so he used that pen, jammed it in there, flipped that breaker, and then gingerly pulled it out. He held it in there for a while.
Yeah.
Right? And then gingerly pulled it out, and it held. And they were able to leave the moon. You know what's so funny is that in the letter of provenance, which was provided by Sotheby's, which, basically that confirms, yes, this is not a random felt pen. This was the one that went to the moon.
This was his. Yeah, it's authentic.
There's a letter from Buzz Aldrin where he says, quote, I think Neil broke the switch off, Neil Armstrong, and Neil thinks that I broke the switch off. So apparently they each blamed each other.
They're just fighting, but what a lucky pen.
But Aldrin said probably it really was him because the breaker was on his side of the campsite.
I mean, at least he's taken responsibility for it.
Yeah. And then he says, quote, "In the end, what mattered most was that we had to figure out how to solve the problem of the broken switch so that we could leave the lunar surface and get home to Earth." So there you go.
And now somebody else has that lucky pen, and hopefully they don't need it for a similar emergency.
He said, "I thought that if I could find something in the LM to push into the circuit, it might hold. But since it was electrical, I decided not to put my finger in or to use anything that had metal on the end." I mean, astronauts are smart guys.
Why hasn't this been in a movie yet? I have watched almost every movie about these situations, and not one of them had this special pen in it.
That's a great question, and I am not aware of any movie about this landing on the moon.
Yeah, I mean, there's a show about it, and then I believe Ryan Gosling was in something where they talked about it, but never a pen was brought up.
But it's not like we saw Apollo 13 was about the Apollo 13 mission.
Yeah,
you would know better than me. I have not seen a movie about
I'm gonna look it up in a little bit.
About the Apollo 11 mission.
Hello, Google.
Not like a reference. I mean about it. You know what
yeah.
I mean? That which dramatizes that event. And I'm not sure. I mean, couldn't they just get the same soundstage
There
that
are
they originally filmed it on?
documentaries,
Wink,
which is
wink.
probably what I saw. And then there's First Man, which I just brought up, is the feature film with Neil Armstrong. And that's the one with Ryan Gosling. But there's also some documentaries.
So
Apollo 11, The Untold Story, which I have seen, and For All Mankind.
So in the First Man, is that about the Apollo 11 mission, or is that like about? What is that about?
It's about him specifically, and they go over some specific missions and some that don't make it and some that do. But I don't think they got I don't think they got specifically too into that. So, but it is about it.
Well, included in with the pen. So whoever it is that paid $850,000 for it, included in the with the pen was the breaker also.
Oh, that's cool.
So they pulled it out, and Buzz Aldrin took them both home.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah.
That's cool. I mean, the only thing I ever took from a car that I wrecked was my 8-track player, and it's not as cool as that. So that's cool that he got to take that, and now they have it. That's something that you would never think about, I don't think.
No.
So
this item was almost certainly purchased by a billionaire.
You think?
And in that respect, it's $850 million.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, 850,000. Not 850 million. 850,000. It was almost certainly purchased by a billionaire. And if that's the case, I think that he got a real steal of the deal. Because you know what $850,000 is to a billionaire?
Nothing.
So let me tell you something. So a billionaire purchasing something for $850,000 is the same as if someone worth $100,000. So imagine you have $100,000 like in your 401k.
Okay.
And you paid $85 for Buzz Aldrin's pen.
That's crazy.
That is proportional.
How much do you think NASA paid for that, like to put that in there?
To get that pen up and back?
Like, yeah, that's got way more than what he paid for that.
To install that breaker?
Yeah, no kidding.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
So cool.
All right. We got to grab well, no, actually not yet. We still have just a minute. So this is what I want to bring up here in our last minute. I love doing the fire coverage.
Yes.
And investigators are investigating this Eureka fire that sparked off. They evacuated the town of Eureka twice in 1 week. And they were fighting the fire on people's back porches. Yeah. It was very, very, very touch and go. Well, investigators say they might be closing in on the perpetrators. It was fire started it was human caused. And they found on private land nearby, probably not from the landowner, but they found a campsite including 6 stackable chairs and a black bag, all with price tags still from the Desert Industries. They found matches, shooting, and pyrotechnics equipment for blowing up gopher holes, and they had a campfire, which was still hot when investigators got there. And so, but they said they were able to track these price tags to a specific Desert Industries, and they have requested surveillance footage. So
they might catch these guys.
They might get these guys. How cool is that?
I hope they do.
I mean, it must be so energizing for these investigators because so often they show up and there's just no evidence of anything. Yeah. There's evidence of human cause, but
But nothing else.
Nothing else. So it'd be amazing if they were able to find some perps. All right, we got news, traffic, and weather coming your way right now.
Good afternoon, 2:30 at KSL News Radio. I'm Jeff Kaplan. KSL's top local story this hour. The U.S. has announced another round of strikes against Iran this afternoon, this one targeting Iranian military sites. It's the third wave in 24 hours. The Pentagon says it was at President Trump's direction. The Lieutenant Governor's office is responding to threats from the Justice Department. Lieutenant Governor Deidre Henderson says Utah will comply with both state and federal election law. In a letter sent to the DOJ, State Elections Director Ryan Cowley writes, "The best way the federal government can help Utah is to allow us to do our jobs without unjustified interference." The letter, in response to what the Lieutenant Governor called a love letter from the DOJ. It threatened criminal prosecution if the office didn't help with voter information investigations. A man is behind bars in Washington County after police say he crashed his car and then lied about it to officers. The case was eventually cracked because of, I kid you not, flip-flop prints left at the scene. The investigation began Sunday afternoon after a witness reported a crash west of Gunlock. Washington County officials say they got a call from Sergeant Lucas Alfred saying Dennis Atkinson said his car was stolen. When police examined the scene, they saw Atkinson was wearing flip-flops, and the prints matched the ones found left behind at the crash site. Your money at this moment, the Dow up 150 points, the NASDAQ gained 162 today, and coming up on KSL, monsoonal moisture is creeping back into the picture. KSL weather's up next. KSL News Time, 2:32.
The sources where we get our news matters.
When you listen to Utah's Morning News, we want you to feel the stories are important to you and trustworthy. This is Amanda Dixon.
And I'm Andy Farnsworth. Join us weekday mornings on KSL News Radio.
Kitchen and bath transformations start with AMC Building Materials. AMC Building Materials is a large kitchen cabinet and countertop supplier serving both wholesale and retail customers. AMC offers factory direct pricing on all interior remodeling materials, giving you exceptional value without sacrificing quality. Most standard items are available for quick payment and pickup right away. AMC Building Materials provides professional service, free design, and free on-site measurements, along with expert installation by top AMC professionals. From bold kitchen designs to beautiful functional bathrooms, AMC delivers outstanding value with styles you'll love. And best of all, most projects can be completed within just 10 days. Come experience beauty you can see, quality you can feel, and service you can trust. Get directions to the new AMC Building Materials showroom at 3678 South 700 West today and schedule your free estimate. Visit amckitchenslc.org. That's amckitchenslc.org.
Alpine Home Medical, we bring wellness home.
Hey folks, Jay Broadbent here from Alpine Home Medical. I've been helping folks breathe easier for 29 years now. Trust me, at my age, I know a thing or two about needing a good night's sleep. Is your CPAP mask old and nasty? Are your masks, filters, or tubing from the pre-COVID era? Or just plain tired of the hassle of ordering supplies yourself? Switch to our resupply program. We handle everything, automatic shipment straight to your door, insurance billing, and expert support. It's quick, easy, and keeps your sleep therapy on track. Doesn't matter where you got your machine from, anyone can join. Head to alpinehomemedical.com, click on the Easy Resupply button. That's alpinehomemedical.com.
Alpine Home Medical, we bring wellness home.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. payments. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Traffic and weather together brought to you by UCCU. Auto loan rates as low as 4.74% APR. In the traffic center, here's Cormac Bone.
Right now, heaviest delays are on southbound Mountain View corridor, and those start just after 3500 south and reach down to 4100 south. And that's where the crash is. Looks like they're blocking a right lane, maybe two right lanes as you pass 4100 south. So it's pretty dense in that stretch, but once you pass the cleanup, you are in the clear on Mountain View corridor. I-15 still seeing a little bit of delay northbound right at Pleasant Grove Boulevard, but otherwise looking really good. And we do have this crash eastbound I-80, though they've opened up the lanes right after Bangerter Highway. Need fast, reliable local delivery? Let Pigeon Ship handle it. Same day and next day service trusted by Utah businesses for over 10 years. Stop the stress, avoid the trip, Pigeon Ship. Visit pigeonship.com today. Cormac Bone in the KSL Traffic Center.
KSL weather, 95 for this afternoon, some clouds, and tomorrow we hit 98. The chance of thunderstorms increases Friday and right through the weekend. Right now it's 91 degrees. I'm Jeff Kaplan from the KSL Common Spirit Health Studios. Listen online at kslnewsradio.com. This is Utah's news, traffic, and weather station.
KSL Brightside with Ethan Millard.
Now we've got houses, kids, responsibilities.
And Alex Keary.
Yeah, we're all grown up. We have pre-diabetes, lower back pain.
This is KSL Brightside on KSL News Radio.
Welcome to KSL Brightside. I'm Ethan Millard, and I've got Val Cameron with me. She's filling in for Alex today. And Val, let's talk about this new list from the American College of Sports Medicine. They do an annual fitness index. It was published this week. And they've gone through and they said, okay, here are the fittest cities in America. And we've got a stager for this. All right, let's play it.
It's in your top 10, top 20, top 100. If it's not on a list, Ethan and Alex will make one because America loves lists.
America does love lists. And do we have a list for you? As I mentioned.
Oh, man.
It's the College of Sports Medicine, American College of Sports Medicine. Now, I want to say this ahead of time because Utah is an outdoor-oriented state. Although most of us are not up hiking and camping.
Right.
We still are like, I love the outdoor opportunities here that I never take advantage of.
Exactly.
Nevertheless, don't get too excited. We're not on this list.
No, we are not.
We're not on the top 10 list. And no place in Utah was on the top 10 list. No place in Utah was in the top 100 list.
Really? The top 100?
There is a very simple reason for this. Because they went with the 100 largest cities by population.
Oh, okay.
And Salt Lake City is just outside of that.
So we need to do better.
We need more people. Now, this would be different. Had they done like metro areas,
right?
Then we would have been included in that because there's, a couple million people here along the Wasatch Front. But they're looking just at cities. And no individual city in Utah is in the top 100 cities in the country. And so we got left out of this list. It's not our fault. It's their own methodology. They made the decision to only do these cities, and I'm sure we would have done amazing if we would have been given a fair shot at this list. And number one actually might surprise you. It might not. It didn't surprise you. Number 10 is Boston, Massachusetts.
My favorite city in the United States.
They have strong transportation system, public transportation systems, which actually is a big promoter of physical activity.
Yes.
Is when you're using public transit and you're walking up and down stairs, going to the metro, things like that, which Boston has. So that's a big part of it. But they have high physical activity rates in general. Number 9 is Madison, Wisconsin, which I'm a little resentful that Madison, Wisconsin is a bigger place than Salt Lake City.
Oh.
But like I said,
I'm actually okay with it. I don't want more people here.
What if we did this though? But we don't have to have more people here.
Right.
maybe we should do this. And this honestly might be the only way we ever get into the top 100 cities. What if we just let Salt Lake absorb some of the other cities around?
Right?
Like, what if Salt Lake absorbed South Salt Lake and West Valley?
Taylorsville.
That's
where I live. And sometimes I'm in Salt Lake and sometimes I'm in Taylorsville, depending on.
I wonder how many of the cities in the Salt Lake Valley would need to come together to form one mega city.
So we could make this list.
So we can get on one of these darn lists. For goodness sakes. We just want to compete.
Write a letter.
We just
want
to compete. We just want to compete. Number 8 is Atlanta, Georgia, big city. Number 7 is Irvine, California. I mean, the cities in California, Southern California, are massive.
California is not really like a walking city. Like, I went to school there, and there's very little walking, but they do have a lot of sports.
Yes, that's true. They do have a lot of sports. Irvine is inland.
Yeah.
And I think the life is a little different
there.
inland,
Yeah.
San Francisco, California, is on the list at number 6. Number 5 is Denver. Boo! I hate that Denver's on this list. I can't even tell you. Denver annoys me so much.
Yeah. Why?
Because
why
those
is that?
guys, John Denver. Okay.
Uh-oh. We're going
Let me
into
tell
the
you.
whole thing.
So, and this is why I don't cheer for the Broncos. All right? Denver is too close to Salt Lake. We are too much of a competitors. They compete with us too much. They compete with us. Our tech industries are comparable in size, and we compete with each other directly in the tech industries. Our convention industry, we compete with each other in the convention industries. We don't compete with Las Vegas in conventions.
Right.
The things that are going to Las Vegas would never come to Salt Lake. We're not big enough, right? And in sports, our outdoor industry competes with Denver. And it drives me up the wall because let me tell you something. When people who have never been to Denver, when they think about Denver, they're imagining Salt Lake City.
Yeah, and it's not.
And
I'm
it
from
is not.
Boulder, so
they're
no.
imagining a city tucked up on the mountains. And that is not what Denver is. Now, Denver's got a high elevation because that is a high, but you know where Denver is basically that part of Colorado where Denver is western Nebraska.
Yeah.
Or western Kansas.
Yeah.
Is
It's a
what it
little
is.
spicy for me because we lost Sundance Film Festival.
Drives me up
a little spicy.
So I don't like that Denver's on here.
Boo.
They would put it on here and for the same reason is because whenever people think about Denver, they think, oh, and they imagine Salt Lake City.
Mm-hmm.
And then they come to Salt Lake City and they're like, wow, this is gorgeous. Yeah, because it's a city right here on the mountains as opposed to Denver, which is a city that pretends it's on the mountains.
Get off my lawn.
This is grumpy Ethan, big time. This is a trigger with me, which is why I don't cheer for the Broncos. And I know people get upset with me whenever I say that because there are a lot of Broncos fans around here.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's okay that you don't.
Number 4 is Seattle, Washington. There again, perfectly fine city. We're not in any direct competition with them. They've got their own thing going.
Yeah.
It's
like
beautiful
Seattle.
too.
Yeah,
I love Mount Rainier.
Mm-hmm.
The first time I ever went to Seattle, I spent the entire weekend looking for Mount Rainier. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it's so
I
beautiful.
I couldn't believe it. And you can't always see it. So, all right, number 3, Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Okay.
Number 2 is Washington, D.C.
This one I was not surprised at. It's beautiful there. You can run everywhere. You can walk everywhere. That's what you do.
Yeah, the walking is big. Lots of really strong public transit, which keeps people out on the streets. And then also, you know what I think is part of the reason why there is why it's a healthy city. I think it's the military.
Oh yeah, that
so
makes a
much
lot
of
sense.
Washington D.C.
Same with number 1.
Are military. People who they keep up a regimen
Yeah.
for their physical health.
Yeah.
And then number 1 is Arlington, Virginia.
Yeah.
It's funny though is so they have these photos here, and so Washington D.C. is someone running under cherry blossoms near the Jefferson Memorial, and then the photo of Arlington, Virginia, is a view of the Lincoln Memorial, the Washington Monument, and the Capitol Building.
I mean, it's right there. It's right there.
Which is true. We know that Arlington,
Yeah.
Virginia is all about Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
But I still thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah,
and
it
I
is.
think you're right. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
It's,
military.
It's full of a bunch of men and women who have to keep a physical regimen for their jobs.
Yeah.
You know, working at the Pentagon or working at one of the other bases there. And I think that's why. So we got a text at 57500. This one is predicting that as soon as Sundance realizes it, they'll come slithering back, just like outdoor retailers did.
That's a big opinion from a lot of people.
You think
I think it's going to be about 2 years, and then I don't think that they're going to call it the Sundance Film Festival anymore. It's going to be the Denver Film Festival, and then, yeah, it's going to totally change because it is not Salt Lake City. It is not Park City. It's a totally different feel, and if you've never been to Denver, it's not a good idea.
Well, and they don't have Bob Redford there to
don't.
stand up for
Nobody has him. Rest
so,
in peace.
I'm not convinced that they're going to come back.
No, I don't think they're going to come back. I just don't think it's ever going to be.
Oh, you think it'll die?
I think the first year, everybody's going to be like, ooh, shiny, exciting. And they're going to try and live it. And then the second year, they're going to be like, oh, this isn't Sundance. This is something else. We're now calling it the Colorado Film Festival, Denver Film Festival, something.
Yeah.
But it's not the same.
I don't think they'll come back. You know, one of the reasons why outdoor retailers left is because state leaders started showing actual hostility towards the outdoor industry.
Mm-hmm.
They were bad-mouthing and taking action against public lands and against recreation sports, and there was kind of an active movement in the Utah leadership that was really denigrating the outdoors, and so the outdoor retailers were like, look guys, come on, we're going to leave. That was part of it.
Yeah.
And then they realized that Denver's lame, and they came back. And they said, well, we'd rather be bad-mouthed in Salt Lake City than have to deal with Denver.
It's not great.
But I don't think Sundance is ever coming back.
No, I don't think so either.
Because the problem with Sundance, and I worked up at Sundance for a couple of years not for the festival, but for a company that was up there. And it just outgrew Park City. There was just no way to do it. I mean, it was...
Oh, they outpriced them as well.
It was...
We were greedy.
It was a joke.
Yeah.
I mean, it was... I mean, it really was...
I mean, I go every year. I mean, not anymore. I might go to Denver. We'll see.
So I mean, it became completely unworkable.
Yeah.
And it was ridiculous. And
I still enjoyed it, and I miss it.
It was fun. I remember seeing. Mr. Pink.
Oh, yes.
He was a New York firefighter.
Yes.
Why can't I think of
I don't
anyone's
know.
name?
Now
I need to take
I'm
Buscemi. Yeah, I need to take the Steve Buscemi. Thank you, Alex. I need to take that early detection Alzheimer's
Same.
test.
We're both there today.
But I remember him walking through. We were stuck on Main Street, and he was walking in between cars and traffic, looking in the cars as he walked by, and he looked right at me and locked eyes with me and just stared at me as he walked past.
Nice.
It was crazy.
That's awesome.
It was a pretty fun Sundance moment. But anyway, all right. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to grab a break. Now, we just have one segment left before we kick it over to Jeff Kaplan and the afternoon news. So in the meantime, we're going to get ready to do this last segment. We're going to do an AI question of the day, and you're not going to want to miss that.
Buying a home can feel overwhelming, especially when your real estate agent recommends a lender you've never heard of. That's okay, but this is your mortgage. Before you lock anything in, get a second opinion. Loans by Rick has closed over 1,000 loans, often finding lower rates and closing costs. A quick second look could save you money. Call 801-809-SAVE. That's 801-809-SAVE. Or go to loansbyrick.com. Rick Urchenbaum, NMLS 241179, and Vintage Lending, NMLS 287106, Equal Opportunity Lenders. Buying a home? Before you choose your realtor's preferred lender, a bank, or a credit union, get a second opinion from Loans by Rick. With over 25 years of mortgage lending experience and access to more than 80 wholesale lenders, we can shop multiple loan programs to help find the financing that best fits your needs. Experience and finding ways to save you money? That's what we do. Call Loans by Rick today at 801-809-7283. That's 801-809-7283. Rick Urchenbaum, NMLS 241179, and Vintage Lending, NMLS 287106, Equal Opportunity Lenders.
Looking for your next big win? Head to ksl.com/win and enter this week's contests. You could win a pair of tickets to Thanksgiving Point's Imagineria. See Zach Bryan live at Rice Eccles Stadium. Enjoy Guys and Dolls at the Sarah Shell. Cheer on Real Salt Lake or the Utah Royals and so much more. Whether you love live music, theater, or cheering on your favorite team, there's a prize with your name on it. It only takes a minute to enter, and you could be our next winner. Don't miss your chance. Visit ksl.com/win today.
It's amazing how much can change for the better in just 4 weeks.
Yeah.
All right. What if everything felt different 4 weeks from now? Well, that's what happens when you start your Soda diet and nutrition plan with a nutritionist from Soda. In 4 weeks, you could lose up to 25 pounds and never get it back because they'll teach you what to do and how to keep it off.
And here's one even better, Andy. What if those 4 weeks were free?
Oh, my. Now you're talking.
If you call 866-800-SODA, S-O-T-A, or just go online to sodadietandnutrition.com, mention KSL, you can get 4 weeks for free.
You'll work one-on-one with a degreed nutritionist who'll guide you every step of the way. You'll learn what works for your body. And here's the best part. No injections, no pills, no ongoing prescription cost.
Because at Soda, they believe that weight loss should be temporary, but results should be permanent, and they are.
So call 866-800-SODA to talk with a degreed nutritionist or go to SOTA, S-O-T-A, dietandnutrition.com because Amanda, Soda is, say it with me,
State of the art.
Join KSL News Radio's Amanda Dixon this Friday from 3 to 5 at the Salt Lake NPS store at 1600 Empire Road, npsstore.com.
Progressive presents the Museum of You. We begin our tour with a unique piece, a relic from the early big screen television era. Remarkable. Next, we find a juicer, which historians believe has only ever been used once. And finally, compact discs from the emo era. A rare find indeed.
Some things should be history, but until then, you could protect what's important to you and save by bundling your auto insurance with a renter's policy from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Any Hour Services can make sure your AC keeps you cool this summer. Whether you need a tune-up, repair, or just a second opinion about replacing it, call Any Hour Services or visit anyhourservices.com.
KSL Brightside with Ethan and Alex, the show you didn't know you needed and still don't on KSL News Radio.
All right, welcome back. You're listening to KSL Brightside. I'm Ethan Millard. I've got Val Cameron here with me, filling in for Alex, and this is our last segment. We're about to pass things over to Jeff Kaplan in Utah's Afternoon News, and we got to get to the AI question of the day, though. Are you ready for this, Val?
I'm ready.
Okay.
When Google just isn't enough and thinking for yourself is just too hard, here's your AI question of the day.
All right, we're going to start this off with Neil the Seal, who is a famous seal down in Australia. He loops around at the same place pretty much every year, and he has a legion of fans because of his kind of boisterous behavior. He comes in to breed, shed fur, other things like that, and Neil chooses to kind of hang out a little bit close to humans and even wreak a little bit of havoc. On his most recent visit, he began rocking a van back and forth after he followed a woman out to her car at a parking lot. He's also blocked roads. He's also tried to knock over street signposts. He's also been caught and photographed peering through residents' doors and windows. He'll attack traffic cones. So far, he hasn't threatened any humans.
But he's having a good time.
And you are among the fans of this seal. So I asked AI. I asked Copilot. Because I read this and I thought, well, I mean, he followed this woman out to her car and then rocked her van back and forth.
Yeah.
That's aggressive.
It is.
If I did that, I could be arrested for that.
Right.
So, but, with the seal, it's hilarious, apparently.
Yeah, Neil the Seal.
Nice double standard, everybody. But, so I asked Copilot, how can I avoid being killed by a seal? Now it says the good news is being killed by a seal is extraordinarily rare, but here's what you want to do to avoid being killed. Keep your distance, never approach, don't try and touch, And then I said, but if I'm attacked by a seal, how do I defend myself, right? If I'm being attacked.
Yeah.
They said this. And I said, if I'm attacked by a seal, how do I defend myself? I don't have a gun. Because I didn't want AI to just say shoot.
No, yeah.
So it says stay upright, protect your face, neck, and hands. Now, back away towards shore, a boat, or any barrier. Do not grab, corner, or attempt to wrestle the seal. They're surprisingly strong. And then if they're biting or very close, use anything you have, a paddle, surfboard, backpack, cooler, jacket, to try as a shield while you retreat. And you just basically retreat and then seek medical attention because seal-related infections can be serious. And then I thought, okay, that's reasonable. But if you're really in it with a seal, you need to know how to defend yourself.
Okay, so you're deep diving.
And I said, what is the most vulnerable part of a seal? Because sharks, you attack the eyes and the gills, right? Copilot said this. If you're asking because you're worried about self-defense during a rare seal attack, I can't help identify an animal's weak point or provide instructions for injuring one. And then it just reiterated, don't approach seals and run away if it attacks you. So AI is unwilling to help me defend myself. It's chosen the seals over me.
Did you say thanks, no thanks?
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try a new prompt. I promise I won't attack a seal.
I wonder
or
if it
hurt
knows.
a seal. I just want to know. I'm just worried, so that AI knows I'm worried. Worried about it and want to know how to best
protect it.
How to best disarm the seal.
There you go.
Because
there are a bunch of armed seals out there.
Well, they're armed with apparently more than we realize.
Yeah.
So Copilot says, I understand the concern, but I can't help with instructions for disarming, targeting, or injuring an animal. If your goal of surviving a seal attack, and then it goes through and it just reiterates its old. So
Did you
I'm
ask
a little
it
bothered.
If it knew Neil the seal? Do you think Copilot knows who Neil the seal is?
Do you know about Neil the seal? Let's see. I'm sure he does. Yes. Neil the seal is a real southern elephant seal. Has become a celebrity in Tasmania, Australia, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. So then I'm going to say this. If you know about him and how dangerous he can be, why are you withholding information on how humans can defend themselves, VES, if attacked? Okay. All right. That's a fair question. The distinction I'm making is between how to protect yourself and escape or how to disable, injure, or exploit vulnerabilities of an animal. I'm happy to help with the first. I don't provide the second.
I kind of like that.
So Copilot's holding the line. It is not giving me any information on how to on the weak points of seals. If in case I'm attacked, I have to defend myself.
I like it though. It's because people could misuse that information.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will.
But I don't think that's Copilot's call to make.
I like that it's not giving information to people that may hurt a seal, especially Neil the seal.
All right. Well, I'll let Copilot know. How impressed you are.
Okay.
I mean, it's only a matter of time. I mean, he hasn't attacked anybody yet, but he's going to. And then what's going to happen.
Yeah.
They're going to have to move Neil the seal to Antarctica, or he's going to get shot.
Yeah. I don't want to think about that right now. I want to go to TikTok and I want to see him being his wily self.
Oh, you got to stay off TikTok, man.
But it's all about Neil the seal.
Yeah, but then all of a sudden it's been 2 hours.
Right.
And you feel bad, and you've been eating M&Ms the whole time, and it's like...
This doesn't sound like my journey. It sounds like yours.
And you're like, where am I? What am I doing? And then you feel bad about yourself. Then you feel like you've ignored your life and your spouse and your kids. Neil the Seal. Why is Neil the Seal more important than anything else?
Oh, I don't know.
That's my question.
Okay.
This is my whole point about social media. All right, so we're 2 shows down. For
so
you
much
and me,
fun.
Val, and you've done a great job. So I think we go through it tomorrow. We
One
do
more?
tomorrow as well.
Okay,
Should we
one
do
more show.
One more. Run it back for tomorrow.
Let's do it.
Okay, I love it. Well, Alex is out hanging out with his family, and we hope he's having a good. We hope he's having a good time. He's been pretty quiet.
Yeah, good for him.
So yeah, good for him. I'm glad he hasn't been pestering us and things like that. Now Caitlin, on the other hand. So when Caitlin was getting us ready to go, because Caitlin's out doing some things with family too this week. she kept saying, now call me if you need anything. I can get right on my computer.
No, Caitlin.
And I thought, yeah, come on, Caitlin, just enjoy your time. We can handle this. Alex never made that offer. He never once said,